Is it working, Brom?
It is.
Yeah, I think you're comfortable now.
Yeah.
Evening, everybody. Welcome to another Wargaming Wednesday. This is your Wednesday night fix of fun 40k. We're not doing competitive nonsense. If you're after a battle report, this is probably the wrong place. We're just, in fact, it's most definitely the wrong place because this week we welcome back the elusive, the never present Joe. Joe's here.
I'm not dead.
You're not dead. Your
Yeah.
microphone's facing upside down as well. That's really weird.
So you,
Why did you want it picking up your penis?
because why not?
Is it going to sing to me?
I don't know.
You're having a nightmare there, aren't you?
There we go.
This is why I said we should probably do an audio check, Brom. He's so rusty. Joe's so rusty. Joe, we welcome Joe back.
Yeah.
Everyone say hello to Joe because Joe,
Hello.
you've been off for a long time, mate.
Yeah, I got my positive PCR test on Christmas Day.
Yes.
What a present!
Yeah, I know. And then I proceeded to not be able to breathe, move, or do anything for about 2 months.
And you had COVID.
Yeah, he did COVID right.
So we are welcoming Joe back to the stream, which is exciting because he's feeling better now, and hopefully we'll see him more regularly. I've told you guys loads that what I really, really, really want is my dream stream team to be me, Brom, Joe, and Eddie. Eddie isn't here today because he's got a head cold.
Yeah.
So now it's his turn. So you've had COVID.
Yeah, I did.
Now Joe's had COVID.
Yeah.
Eddie's now got a head cold, which we're hoping isn't COVID, and so far I'm steering clear of it all.
We're just passing the torch of disease.
Yeah, it's disgusting right now. But so one day we might get all four of us together.
Hopefully.
I was hoping for him to sit on my lap and.
On your what?
Eddie.
On your lap.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
I'm still at Eddie height though. So.
I can see it chopped off the top of your head. Only
Yeah,
picture it'll be fine.
Yeah,
He reckons he
I'm
got the
good.
cold off of Manny, but I think Manny was perfectly well last week.
Man, you
Yeah.
looked fine.
He looked okay, didn't he? He sounded right as well. This is an exciting stream for
Plays
another
like a
reason.
devil, though.
This is an exciting stream actually for three reasons. The first is because we've got the amazing Joe back, and hopefully we'll start seeing Joe much more frequently. We can cycle through me, Joe, Brom, Eddie. It'll be lots of fun, and every now and again that twat Winters will show up. Second reason why it's exciting is because Joe is using the new channel Drukhari. And when I
Yeah.
say the channel Drukhari, I can't say my Drukhari because Ginger Steve tells me off because he bought the army and gave it to us to use on stream. So I'm going to call it a channel Drukhari for now.
Yeah.
And he has told me who was the painter for the Drukhari army, and I keep forgetting. So he's given me a link, which I'm going to click right now, and the Instagram account that painted this, because we said we'd give him a shout out, so you guys can go and
That's
follow him on Instagram
Yeah.
and check out his work, because the Drukhari army is stunningly beautiful, is Mac Paints Minis, all one word, on Instagram, who sold the army to Ginger Steve, who then drove it down here and dumped it on me and said, there you go, here's some Drukhari. Now, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with Drukhari, but Joe, you used to play a lot of Drukhari.
I played it quite a lot.
Yeah.
All the time. It's probably, next to the Chaos, probably one of my favourite armies to play. Not because they're broken or anything,
Well,
but they're just, like, Chaos just dies.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd say that for a glass cannon army that Drukhari is, Chaos is still weaker. So I can't take a hit. But this army's cool, it's fast, it does some cool shenanigans.
Yeah. You've got a little bit of everything.
And quite good, actually. I don't know if Ginger Steve picked it on purpose, is that my old Drukhari army was the exact same colour, blue and reds as this. Obviously, this has got this cool, like, scale flame effect. Mine didn't have that one, but mine
that
was the
make
same
him
blue.
better?
I don't know, flames make it go faster. I feel like a kid at a 90s school party with the flame t-shirt on, you know? But
I like
mushroom.
that. Yeah. Oh, you got a warty mushroom instead.
Yeah.
So that's the second reason why this is an exciting stream. And the third reason why this is an exciting stream, and the bit that I'm quite literally the most excited about, I told Joe about these rules earlier, I told Brom about it just before on stream, and I am so excited by these, is because we are using this amazing Tempest of War deck, which very kindly Games Workshop sent to us, and they sent it to us for free to review, and I am going to be doing a review video about this, but I needed a couple more games under my belt before, like, I didn't feel right doing a review of these cards, going, it's an amazing system, having not played it.
Yeah.
That'd be a bit shitty. So we're going to play it a few times first. Once you've played it a few times and we see how it plays, I'm then going to review this box set that the Games Workshop sent through to us, the Tempest of War. I'm excited by it. So I can't tell you it's amazing, but having read the rules and how to play this already, I'm very excited about it. This is kind of what me and Winters have been screaming about for the last 6 months. Like, bring something like this out. And having read the rules and read them to Joe and worked out how this mission plays, I think this is the best version of this they've ever done.
Yeah. It's similar, but not the same as Maelstrom of War.
It's a 9th edition version of Maelstrom,
Yeah.
but done better.
with a few
With a
tweaks from
competitive edge.
what was it?
would
Was it
say,
Open War as well? It's like a
Yeah.
weird combo.
Yeah.
Maelstrom / that.
Interesting that you say that, Brom. I actually reckon you could run an event on Tempest of War. If you pre-picked your primary mission and your deployment map for your 5 games of a GT, for example, and then you made sure every player turned up with a secondary deck, I reckon you could conceivably do a tournament with Tempest of War, genuinely, which is quite exciting. Now, I'll explain very, very, very briefly about how this works, because this is obviously, and I know we don't normally do this on the stream, but this is obviously a fresh way of playing 40k. So, you have 2 types of mission, up to 1,000 or up to 2,000 points, so Incursion and Strike Force. It is basically match play. You follow all the match play rules for army selection, army composition, reserves, strategic reserves, etc. That's all the same. Depending on the size of mission, depends on whether you place 4 or 5 objectives. So up to an Incursion mission up to 1,000, you place 4. Strike Force up to 2,000, you place 5 objectives. We're playing Strike Force. We've got 1,500 points here, so we've placed 5 objectives. Do you know who places the first objective, Brom?
No.
The youngest player. Honestly, we read it out and I was like, ha, lol. The youngest player places the first objective, which just so happened, and I know you're all going to be completely shocked and stunned by this.
It's Joe.
To be Joe, yeah.
Although, because my brain has the consistency of porridge at the moment, I couldn't actually remember how old I was. So this rule system falls flat on its face if you don't know how old you are.
I want to know how old you are.
Yeah,
have guesses, and we'll reveal.
Once you get to the once you get into your 30s, you don't really remember how old you are anymore.
I got it wrong earlier.
Yeah,
my age.
But I think
I'd be youngest.
Depending, it's like the game Cards Against Humanity. Last person to go for a poo gets to do the first card. Yeah. So I think we should change that. Anyway,
so the youngest player placed the first objective. The only other rule is there must be a single objective in each player's deployment zone. So by this point, you've already picked your deployment zones, you've already picked your primary mission objective, and you've already picked your additional mission rule. Mm-hmm. So what are those things? Well, there are a pack of 6 deployment maps that you can use. There's some classic ones that you're used to, like Dawn of War, and it's cool, Dawn of War as well. And you've got Hammer and Anvil, some other ones. There's some pretty standard maps. They're all pretty sensible on the whole. Yeah. So some of the open war ones are a bit wild. These are all pretty sensible. There's then 6 primary mission objectives, which will tell you how you score primary points. We'll talk you through ours in just a moment. And that's how you score 5 points for holding, etc., etc., etc. And then you get an additional mission rule, which can be something that affects or impacts the way in which you score points or the game on the tabletop. Once you've scored that, once you've drawn those and you've laid your objectives down, you then put your terrain down. Joe's created a beautiful board for us tonight, and we must shout out GameMat.eu for sending through even more terrain ruins, so we can have a full table of game map ruins, which is amazing. But secondly, Brutal Worlds on Instagram, who's made these roads and sent these roads through to us. And if Brom goes to top down very quickly for me, please, camera 2. Look how cool the roads look.
I love these. I was like, I need some roads. And Liam was like, funny enough,
I've got loads.
I've got all the roads.
Yeah. So massive shout out to Brutal Worlds again. Brutal Worlds are on Instagram. Go check him out. He does loads of custom terrain. You picked it on camera, didn't you?
I did.
And it's proper
classic.
It's proper solid as well.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
not.
Eddie, they've moved the buttons around.
So once no, they haven't, because they were the same buttons that we used last week. Anyway, so once we have set the map up and we put those objectives down, what we will then do is we'll roll off to see who goes first, and whoever wins the roll off goes first. At that point, we start playing. Now, you then get secondary objectives, and it's not boring secondary objectives. Don't you worry. I'm not retrieving Nakmun data every fucking turn and standing in the corner of your infantry and doing nothing. It's none of that nonsense, Jay. You pick, in your command phase, you pick 3 secondary objectives, or up to 3 if you haven't already got 3 on the table. If you've got 2, you pick 1, clearly, to go up to 3. And you must try and achieve those secondary objectives during that turn. At the end of the turn, you can discard any number of secondary objectives. You can discard all 3 if you want to. And each secondary objective will be worth 5 points unless otherwise stated. At the end of the battle, you obviously add up how many of those you scored, and that's how many secondary points you score, in addition to how many primary points you score. Brom's got a lot of adding up to do because he's got a simple scoreboard to use, and we haven't made a complicated one just yet, right? No. So get excited. If, however, when you draw that secondary objective, you don't like it, you can spend a single command point for a new stratagem that both players have access to called New Orders. And if you spend that command point, you bin that stratagem straight away, and you put secondary, and you pull another secondary objective out. Mm-hmm. Of course, that's a stratagem, so you can only use it once. Okay, if you get to the 5th battle round and you've been throwing cards away because you don't want them, and every turn you've binned all 3, and you can't draw another 3, well, tough. You can't score 3 secondary objectives. You just run out of cards flat. Okay, that's the rules.
It's a lot
the
of
deck
words.
is amazing. So you get the 6 primary mission cards. You get the 6 secondary, objective cards, not objective cards, deployment map cards. You get 12, I think it is, mission additional rules. Yeah. You get 2 sets of secondary decks. So you can play for 2 players straight away. You get 6 objective tokens. You get loads, and you get 2 command point cards randomly, just so you can both use that command point.
Well, the old decks was you just had a deck of cards
For one person.
And then you go to your mates. I got this. Do you want to play it? And they're like, I haven't bought it yet. So now one of you gets it. You're off.
Yeah,
But just so you know, we're not reviewing it yet. But we're giving you very
so I'm
brief
telling
to
you
what
how
we
it
understand.
works. Yeah, I'm telling you how it works, and I'll straight
As you
up
can
say
see in
this.
his face, the excitement.
The thing I like about it is that, like, where you go to competitive events, like, you already know what the missions are going to be, you know the points, you know the table layouts, because they're generally
I've mostly picked my secondaries as well.
quite balanced. Yeah, you know what you're doing with your army before you get there.
Yep.
And you build your army for that. Whereas with this kind of game and this kind of mission layout, is you're going to see a lot more balanced armies ready to take on everything.
Because you need to be able to do every objective, right? Which is really cool. So I love it. I love it currently in theory because we haven't played it yet. Joe and I were going to play a pre-recorded game for DZ today. We failed to do that because we haven't seen each other since before Christmas. We may have talked for 3 hours and went, oh, we ran out of time.
And then you made me a roast.
I made you a roast.
Yeah.
roast
I
time,
heard that. They announced in our chat that there was a roast going
It was
on.
banging.
And I was like, well,
It's a good roast as well. Anyway.
So I'm going to interrupt. There's a couple of super chats.
Legends.
First one is Gaz Briley. Is Brom the only one with a naked chin tonight? Yes. Always.
Luce hasn't, yeah. You're right. Gaz, how could you?
As commented on John Scriven's stream last night, just throwing it out there, he was drawing me
It was,
as an Ultramarine, and there was comments in the chat about the fact that I didn't have a beard. Only person in 40k without a beard, apparently.
Yeah, I have commissioned John to draw pictures of everybody.
Yeah.
Eddie as a Necron, you as an Ultramarine, and Joe as a Black Legionnaire.
My wife laughed when the grin was done.
Yeah, most of the page.
Yeah.
most
The
of the
happiest
page,
Space
yeah.
Marine ever.
But you'll have to see the full reveal later, or just check him out on Twitch. And
Yeah, John Scrivo. What's his
Yeah.
is Scrivo art in it on Twitch? Something like that?
John is Scrivo with a 1 in there, and it was a bit, all over the place. But yeah.
Scrivo, if you're in the chat, mate,
Yeah.
stick your channel link in there for us, buddy.
Second one, Aussie. In football chant, so I think he wants me to chant this.
Okay.
There's only 2 Mark Addies. 2 Mark Addies. There's only 2 Mark Addies. I don't know who Mark Addy is. So thank you, mate, for the super chat.
If it's a football reference, I won't get it.
Psycho Eddie with some Corona. Hi, Corona. With let's see how this comes out, and then has done a pile of translating goodness, and that's why I looked like I was concentrating because I had to go and translate it. It's not often I can join the stream when the alarm goes off at 4:30. I'm sorry about that. Excellent.
4:30.
Are we done, bro? We caught up.
We're in
Yeah,
a well
we caught
day.
up, and we're then into Joe's age.
Oh,
What was the guess?
it's going to be
So there's ranges. Right? So there's the sensible ones with the 34s, the 37s, the 33s. There was
Someone's already got it right.
Jedi said 36 and 3 months. I love the 3 months. There was a few out there ones with like 12 and they're trying to base it off of your age, Liam.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
they believe
35.
could be mid 30s, or as Gaz Briley says, between 42 and 43.
Fuck you, guys.
She's got some city miles
But-
on you. That's all.
As I'm older than Liam by about a month,
Yeah.
just over a month, and I'm 35, then he's 35, and Joe will be 34.
I will be 34.
Yeah,
Or 34 and probably a couple of
But
months.
he was like, I was trying to
3.
figure out how old I was, and Leo was like, "Are you sure, or do you just want to deploy first?"
Oh, yeah.
So, do you want to be younger?
He was like, so he looked like he was trying to guess how old he was to be younger than me. So the first I was like, are you sure you're 34? He was like, I don't know. I was like, what year were you born? He went 97. I was like, yeah, you're 34, Joe.
Yeah.
Just take.
Yeah. It's not my. I have a girlfriend now. She does all the thinking.
Yes.
Like she does the calendar stuff.
Weird
She
flex,
tells
isn't it?
me how.
Thank you, try hard, Eddie.
Weird flex. I have a
Super
girlfriend
try
now.
hard. He's marked Scrivo's channel in.
Legend, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
And Eddie, sorry you can't be with us, but hopefully at some point next week. We haven't got Winters next
I
week.
have fingers
'cause
for you.
We haven't got Winters next
Oh.
week because he's still busy. So maybe all 4 of us next week can get together at last, finally, perhaps.
Uh,
Anyway, thank you so much for the super chats. Don't forget, people, this is the last one for this month, and 10% of all super chat revenue post-tax deductions do go to the Ukrainian Red Cross Fund for the month of March, and we will probably continue to do the same in April. So although Super Chats do directly help the channel, allow us to make some of the improvements that we've made on the stream, i.e. all the new lighting, etc., we are also donating 10% to charity every single month. I'm about to make the donation from February's revenue to Mind, because we were still donating to Mind back in that month, and I don't want to tell people we're donating to Mind and donate to a different charity, but then from this month onwards we're donating to Ukrainian Red Cross. So huge shout out to everybody who Super Chatted this month so far. It's been okay as a month for Super Chat revenue, so we will be making a reasonable donation to Ukrainian Red Cross as well. So absolute legends, all of you. Anyway, what we're going to do now, Mr. Brom, is we're going to talk about the actual mission we selected, and you'll be very pleased to know that you can in fact press the mission button, and it will show you the 3 cards that we picked. And we did in fact pick these at random. I scrambled them all on the tabletop and got Joe to pick. I hated him for picking Spearhead Assault as a deployment map because it's probably the shittest one out of the pile.
I love it. It's
we
really
stuck
confusing.
with it, didn't we? We stuck with it.
I think it's old school. They're like, now need to work out things that are perpendicular to the moon and Saturn is in horizon to these measurements.
Beautiful. And it gives you both the incursion size and the strike force size as well.
Yeah.
Our primary mission for this game, the primary points Brom is going to have to keep track of, is claim the battlefield. So in the 2nd, 3rd and 4th battle rounds, at the end of each player's command phase, they score victory points as follows. So you score 5 points if you hold 1. You score 5 points if you hold 2. You don't score 5 points if you hold more. So you just get 10 points if you hold 2 objectives. However, there is additional primary points to be scored. There are 2 victory points for each objective marker that is considered to be claimed. You can only claim an objective marker by conducting an action on that particular objective. That starts at the end of your movement phase and finishes at the end of your turn, so you would then have to continue to claim that objective in your next command phase to get additional 2 victory points for every objective that you're claiming. If at any point your opponent takes control of that objective marker at the start of any phase, i.e. they move more objective secured models onto it than you currently have models on it, for example, they then control that at the start of the charge phase, or the fight phase, or the movement phase. They then claim the objective, or they don't claim the objective, they hold the objective, they stop you from claiming it. So basically, it's like banners, essentially. It's essentially raise the banners high, you put a banner up on an objective, you gain additional victory points, 2 points each. So we've got 5 objectives. If I was claiming all 5 objectives, I'd get 10 victory points for holding 2, and I'd get a further 10 victory points for claiming objectives. But at that point, Joe might as well go home because he's probably got no models left, if that was the case. If I hold 2 objectives and I'm only claiming 2, I'd get 14 victory points. Make sense, Joe?
Yes.
Perfect. So that's our primary mission. Our mission rule that we
made
picked.
easier by this bit.
Our mission rule that we picked is called Sweep and Clear. Sweep and Clear is essentially what we know from competitive 40k as sticky objectives. So in this mission, if a player controls an objective marker at the end of their command phase and 1 or more units from their army that are within range of that objective marker have the objective secured ability, then that objective marker remains under their control even if they have no models within range of it, unless their opponent controls it. So if I'm holding models with my 3 Custodian Guard, holding an objective with my 3 Custodian Guard, and I then move off of that in the next movement phase after my command phase, that is my objective, even with no models on it, unless, of course, Joe then moves within range of that objective marker. So we've got sticky objectives, basically, Joe, right? But only for OBSEC models. Makes sense.
Words and junk.
Yeah, so we'll just remind you before you move anything.
I might just stand here and looked very glassy-eyed for a few minutes a turn.
Joe hasn't played 40k since before Christmas.
Yes, and I'm playing an army I haven't played for about 3 months before then. But you know, that's long-term memory, so I should be all right in remembering that.
But this is why we said it's not a battle report. This is just us having fun and playing 40k, and you guys are here to join us and donate to make Brom sing. That's that is our mission. It's exciting, isn't it?
I'm very excited.
Don't forget, of course, on top of those primary points that we can score, we can also do secondaries every turn. 3 secondary cards, predominantly or potentially up to 15 points scored every secondary if you get 3 cards that you can in fact achieve. I quite like it. I'm so excited about this form of 40k. Anywho, that's the mission. Are chat excited about the mission? They don't give a shit? Talking to each other?
Chat with talking to each other, and a few super chats that I'll get to in a minute. But the back and forth.
So we probably should go on to some armies.
Yeah, so if we do, yours is fairly quick, isn't it? Because it's like 4 models.
Yeah.
So if we roll to yours,
let's do mine first. So I have bought a Vanguard detachment of Adeptus Custodes because Custodes are considered one of the strongest factions in 40k right now. I thought it'd be interesting to see how they played the new Tempest deck, because I feel like you're probably going to have to be all over the board quite a lot with Tempest, and that's why you need a balanced list. So it'd be interesting to see how Custodes perform. Now, we do have a Vanguard, which means it costs me 3 command points, and I have spent a command point on Victor of the Blood games on my Shield Captain and Alaris Custodian Terminator Armour to give him an additional Warlord trait, so I'm down to 8 CP to start. Talking of said Shield Captain and Alaris Terminator Armour, he is my Warlord. He has the Impregnable Mind Warlord trait, which means he can deny psychic power, and it means he counts as double the number of models when on an objective for the purposes of securing said objective. Being a Custodes infantry model, he is objective secured and counts as 2 models as standard, which means he will count as 4 models on an objective because he's basically a big dick. He also has the Superior Creation Warlord trait, which gives him a 5-up feel no pain against any wounds that he loses, and he has the Praetorian Plate. The Praetorian Plate gives him +1 to his toughness, which makes him toughness 6, and allow him to teleport in the heroic intervention step of the round. It has been FAQ'd, however, that if he does that heroic intervention, he does that teleporting, he counts as heroic intervening, therefore Joe can attack me, which is the way we were playing it anyway, so I'm glad that that's the case. He does have the Bane of Abominations Captain Commander trait, which means every time he makes a melee attack against a monster, vehicle or character, he can add 1 to the wound roll. Do you have any monsters, vehicles or characters?
I've got characters, and I know what kind of characters they are, and some vehicles.
Cool. No
Not
monsters.
No monsters.
Oh, you make me sad. We then have 2 troop choices. We have 2 units of 3 Custodian Guard, all with Guardian Spears, because that's the cool version. We have a unit of 3 Alaris Custodians with Guardian Spears, and a unit of 3 Alaris Custodians with axes, Custodian axes, because again, the spears are the cool versions. The axes we've left in the Teleportarium from Golden Light. They will come, Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, be surprised.
Spicy.
We then have two Contemptor Glatis Dreadnoughts with the Glatis Warblade and the Shield.
The best dreadnoughts ever.
The Shield gives them a 4+ invulnerable save, and when you're making melee attacks against me, you're -1 to hit. And the sword is just baller, basically. We then finally, I've read like 5 units out. Finally, we have a unit of 5 Virtus Praetors, so the Custodian jet bikes. Each of those have their Receptor Lance, and they all have their Hurricane Bolters. Don't forget, all of the infantry and bikes have Miserable Courtiers, because Miserable Courtiers are now free.
Do you own any of the Birdmen?
The Birdmen?
The best Custodians.
Sagittarium, the Venatari?
Venatari?
No, I don't know.
Birdmen.
I don't know. This is Winters' Custodian army.
Well, he needs to get some Birdmen because they are the best.
Well, when we paint our Custodian army, Joe, I mean you.
I think the Birdmen are probably
Come on, Joe.
going to come into their own in this new system because they're a flying infantry unit. They're quick.
Well, when we get to the Custodian project, we'll get some Birdmen.
Do it now.
No, we're doing Antmech first. Remember?
Fine.
Just before you go on to your thing, I'm going to interrupt and do the super chats because they're awesome.
Brom spending 2 CP to interrupt.
Christian Jensen, some DKKs. I don't know what that.
Deathcore Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, as in like 20 DKKs.
Oh,
Dutch
Corona, Danish Corona.
Hi, Corona. Such awesome facial hair tonight. He's oozing. Well, I'm oozing. Is the wording?
Oozing.
Not going to assume anything. Matt has said, "Psst, Brom, tell Liam that Winters has a better hairline than he does." Jokes aside, very noble of you guys to support the platform, using this platform to support Ukraine. Which, love.
Better hairline?
I'm not going
it's
now.
It's because he doesn't have a hairline.
It's fine.
It's just a really long forehead.
And a hat.
Yeah.
Paul McLeod has said, "Roll on Drukhari, love at Mac Paints Minis."
Legend, what a hero.
Isn't McLeod a Highlander?
McLeod.
McLeod. Yeah.
Okay. I was then poked by Gin Steve in the chat to hurry up and read super chats. Fucking narky.
He's a pain in the arse, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Then we go Tim Chaser, who's a full legend. Okay, says, spent all day building and painting a Raptor squad and Warp Talon squads ready for Dempsey Con. Are there any tickets left for Saturday?
Yes.
Yes, there are still tickets. Later in the chat, he then goes on, it's okay, I've got some. I was trying to help you sell some.
Oh, right, okay.
Pretty super chatted to help. So, legend. Yes, there are definitely. I've got a play-in ticket now.
Have you?
I'm playing. Yeah, bring an army.
All my skin's falling off, Joe.
And but there's lots of other.
I've been stood next to Goldfinger.
Not sold out. Become a member. Get tickets. Psychodes back in again. Mission looks really nice. Keep Brom busy. Excellent. Pile of German stuff. I'll translate it later. I haven't got to the translating. There's lots to do. Jedi, I'll translate it while Joe's doing his army.
Brilliant.
Right.
Jedi says Liam's list is a rebound from the Manny spanking. That might be true. Manny seriously put you under pressure. Love it.
Well, so in all seriousness, I didn't want to run Eldari or Harlequins because it's kind of elves versus elves. I didn't really want to do that.
Yeah.
If I'd have run the Chaos Space Marines, the Drukhari would have trumped me, even though Joe doesn't know what he's doing, because Chaos Space Marines are currently worse than using actual jelly on a game of 40k.
My Chaos is in my car. I bought them with me. I was quite tempted to be like, no Drukhari, Chaos. But I missed Drukhari.
There was
so
a question
I
from
didn't
chat about what your legion was, and I refrained from chucking in the crap legion. I mean the black legion.
The Black Legion. No, because I only paint black.
You do.
So yeah.
That's facts.
I literally. So I've got 3 armies at the moment. All space. So I've got Black Legion, Black Templars, Raven Guard.
Yeah.
You love my reference to Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah.
The one paint.
Yeah.
One colour.
However,
I'm
Yes.
going to change to black t-shirt, black jeans, black boots.
Anyway, so Joe, onto your army, mate.
because tonight we're not playing Black Legion. Tonight, Joe, we're playing Drukhari.
We are my old love. So I have taken a battalion detachment and a patrol detachment.
Ooh.
So the battalion detachment is a real space raid.
Is it?
Yes, and a real space raid means that I can take all 3 types of Drukhari in one detachment. So I can take Witch Cult, I can take a Homunculus Covenant, and I can take a Cabal.
You're actually teaching me, by the way.
Oh yeah, so this is
I
a
need to
lesson.
learn this army,
So
so.
in this army, I've got the Cult of Strife, the best cult of them. I've got the Cabal of the Black Heart, and I've got the Homunculus Covens of Prophets of Flesh.
Cool.
Because I don't change and I just play the same all the time. So, because it's a real space raid detachment, I have got an Archon who has to be the Warlord. And basically, he gives all core units within the army reroll 1s to hit.
Tasty.
And Blades of Fire. Blades of Fire are your things like Scourges, Incubi, Drazar, all that lot. Right? And I've given him a relic of the Writ of the Living Muse, which gives all core units and Blades of Fire reroll 1s to wound. So he gives all core units reroll 1s and 10 wound. And his Warlord trait
Could we
is
not sum that up as Captain and Lieutenant?
Yeah, kind of.
He's Captain Lieutenant, yeah. And he's got the Warlord trait, Ancient Evil. So at the start of the combat phase, I pick a unit he's engagement range with, and they fight last.
Cool, that's nice.
That's tasty.
That's really good against Custodes, actually.
Yeah. The Homunculus is basically in there because I needed him to be in there as part of this attachment. And I've got a Succubus, which is the whippy one, as she's known as.
The whippy one, cool. That,
So
I can learn
she
that.
gets lots of attacks. She's got the Triptych Whip, which gives her extra 3 attacks, is -3, 2 damage, poison 2+, which is quite good. And she's got the Warlord trait of precision blows. So on the roll of a 6 to hit, blah 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 blah, an unmodified 6 roll, an unmodified hit roll of a 6 is made for a melee attack made by this Warlord. The target unit suffers a number of mortal wounds equal to the damage characteristic of the weapon used for the attack, and the attack sequence ends. So I've got a lot of attacks. Every 6, she's damaged 2. She does 2 more wounds to you.
Tasty.
Bosh. And then she's got the Show Stealer upgrade, which means that when she consolidates an extra 3 inches, so 6 inches in any direction. She can run in, whip you, and then run away.
So she's the one with the whip. Then
She is.
I'm keeping. I don't know
On the
Drukhari
picture,
very well, so.
she's the green one, bottom right hand corner.
Tasty.
Right. And then in my troops, I've got a unit of 10 Hecatrix Bloodbrides, 5 Cabalite Warriors, and 5 Racks. Hecatrix Bloodbrides basically are witches with a weapon skill 2+, and a roll of a 6 to wound their AP 3, which is quite nice. Then in the elites, I've got 2 units of Incubi. Fast attack, I've got 3 units of 5 Hellions. Heavy support, I've got a Ravager.
Hellions are some of the coolest models.
I
right?
love Hellions, and I'm hoping they do a bit of work. Otherwise, they're just going to die real quick. So either or, swings and roundabouts. Dedicated transport, I've got a Raider and 2 Venoms. And then in the patrol, I've got a unit of Cabalite Warriors, and that is led by the HQ of D. Drizzle Drazar.
I knew you were bringing him as well.
D. He is a baller. and he has gone up and up and up and up and up and up in points
Yeah.
since it came up. But he is worth it every time, and
think-
the extra 2 CP in the patrol just to bring him.
I think originally he was like 3 points,
Yeah,
and now he's about 3 million.
yeah. He was like 100 points or something when the codex was first dropped, and I was like, "This is too cheap. He needs to keep going up."
So because Joe's running a patrol detachment, he loses 2 CP, and you spent 2 CP on other things.
Yeah, so I've got
you're-
an extra relic and the extra warlord trait stratagem.
So you're also down to 8. We're both on 8 CP.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's our armies. 50. Both of them are 1,500 points on the nose.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what. I've not played Drukhari in 9th edition yet. Luckily, I didn't get to play them when they were like monumental broken. Yeah.
They were too cheap when they first came out, and I may have abused that. Because when I wrote a 2,000 point list, I was like, oh, I get so little in comparison.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think they, interestingly, with Maelstrom, with the Helions, with the little gunboats, I can't remember what they're called, these little things,
Venoms.
little Venoms and stuff like that. Actually, they're probably going to play Maelstrom quite well.
I actually think Drukhari are going to be the best Maelstrom army because they've got the greatest combination of speed, maneuverability, and resilience.
Potentially. I mean,
Yeah.
Craftworlds and Harlequins will probably play it quite well as well, to be fair.
Harlequins are they're just basically Tyranids, but more
Harlequins
angry.
are just vomit in your mouth good right now.
Yeah.
They're too good. You can't. Harlequins. I don't like saying this genuinely, but Harlequins you can be a bad player and win with. At the moment, that's how good Harlequins
We could
are
prove
right
that.
now.
I could try.
You could try.
I mean, you are both right and wrong at the same time.
Oh.
Because I think there are some people that can put Harlequins on the table and still lose horribly.
We could try.
Anywho,
Okay, so before you get going and roll off and
you're going
Is
to
it
pay another
right?
2 CP.
Yeah.
You're 4 CP down already.
I'm
You've
spending.
got 8 left.
I'm jizzing them everywhere, mate. The just to jump back to Psycho Eddie's translator, he says hereby say good night and wish everyone a good stream. Also, everyone who's going to the event, have a great weekend, good throws and strong liver.
Legend.
Google Translate at its best, guys. Mixter has donated a borrowed army. Does Liam even paint?
No, not really.
Just the Craft World.
I don't have time.
No. But this one's Winters. He wasn't using it, and we get
Oh
to
yeah,
play
so
with it,
the
it's lush.
so the Custodes are borrowed from Winters, and the Drukhari was delivered from Ginger Steve. Nothing on this table is my work.
Colin I'm going to pronounce that wrong, but Miss Kautzwitz, something like that. 2 months. Here's Sarah. Legend. Absolute legend. Thanks for the bat report, fellas. Ginger Steve, so not so Ginger Steve, says that's a beautiful looking army.
It is.
Well done, Paul McLeod. Mac Paint Minis. I hope Joe does the paint job justice by showing Liam he can only play and win with broken Harlequins. I added the win part. Team Mighty Joe for the win.
Steve is like your biggest fan.
He did say last night that I was his favourite.
You are his favourite. Yeah.
I'm not.
I housed that man for a night. I fed him.
Yeah.
We bought beer. I mean, he
So-
bought Drukhari army. So
Question then:
yes, sir.
do you roll off and just go, or do you roll off and choose?
No, now you. So with this one, it is a roll off. The winner goes first.
Okay,
So you don't get a choice.
so we roll to camera 3.
I have a special dice today.
Oh, good.
I've got my special glass hammer dice that Manny gave me last week.
I saw you had that over to
Something
one
fell
side.
down and
I'm
scared
going
me.
to use this one. Did you just break the? I'm going to use this one glass hammer dice that I have just for this particular roll off in tribute to Manny,
Full weighted
who,
to 6.
using Chaos Space Marines, managed to beat me in my Craftworld Eldar whilst playing open war, which is something he's not used to. What a legend!
What Space Marine Legion do you use?
Emperor's Children.
Lad.
But he's a legend. He was a lovely, I mean, I know you weren't here last week, Brom. Eddie
I was
here.
watching.
Manny was a lovely guy. Luce commented about how he was a lovely guy. Eddie said he was a lovely guy. It was an absolute pleasure to have around. He wants to come and do these more often. He wanted to come and do it monthly. I said no. For 2 reasons. I've already got Winters monthly, and I don't want to get my pants pulled down monthly. So I said, we'll do a few more.
I've played him before and lost.
We'll
so
do like once
I can do
every
it again.
quarter, Manny can come and spank me to make himself feel better. But maybe not every month. But I'm going to use the glass hammer dice. We're going to roll off, Joe. Are you ready?
He sort of had to use his blue dice, which makes me.
They are the best DZ dice in the studio.
gonna
They
hold
roll
you-
the hottest out of all the DZ dice.
I'm going to hold you to that.
And I put my Aldari dice away that roll super hot. Not as good as a 6 though.
Turn off the magnet.
6.
No, that's a 3, Joe. It's not a 6. I'm now going to retire this Glasshammer dice after just rolling a 6 straight away. We'll put that there.
I see. Can I just check that quickly?
Yes, of course you can.
Oh,
You got a 5.
there we go. It's not.
You got to roll a 6 like this.
I wondered what you were doing in the microwave
Turn it
earlier.
off now. It's done.
Okay, cool. So that means Custodes, turn 1.
Turn 1.
And I can't score primary objectives. But what it does mean, Brom, is we do need the dice camera back.
Okay.
Because we have this little beautiful deck. I've got the grey-blue ones, and Joe's got the red ones. And I'm going to shuffle them the first time. And you shuffle them once before you get going on
Do you want me to go
stream.
big so that you can see it a bit clearer?
You can go big, that's
I'm
fine.
going to go big, or I might go home. No.
Go big.
Okay.
We're going to pull the first one. Extended battle lines. This secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you control the objective marker in your own deployment zone and you also control one or more objective markers in no man's land. If you only have one unit remaining in your army, then this secondary mission is instead achieved at the end of your turn if that unit controls one objective marker in no man's land, but in this instance you will only score 2 victory points instead of 5. I like that as well, right? They're making...
That's a good first turn. Good secondary, isn't it?
It's good when I've got Dawn Eagle jet bikes, yeah. Pretty safe there. The second one is called Capture Enemy Outpost. This secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you control the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone.
Although the beta collets might get over
I'm
there.
strongly considering spending a CP and bidding that one straight away. But I could get it in the next turn.
Can you see what the third one is and then bin it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I could get that one in turn 2, so let's wait and see. The third one is called Secure No Man's Land. This secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you control 2 or more objectives in No Man's Land. If you only have 1 unit remaining, blah, 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 you get 2 points instead of 5.
And did you shuffle this deck?
Yes. You watched me shuffle
I
it.
did.
Do I spend a CP, Brom, to delete Capture Enemy Outpost?
Yes.
So the bicyclettes, they move 16, advance 6, so 22 inches.
16?
22 inches means I can't get there. So I physically can't do that one this turn, but I could do it next turn if the bicyclettes are still alive.
I would try and make them dead quick.
You would try and make them dead quick, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the new orders command point stratagem and pull a new objective, which is called Investigating Site Action. Oh, good.
Can't you do an action and still shoot?
One unit from your army can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase if it is wholly within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield. This action is completed at the end of your turn, provided the unit attempting it is still within wholly 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield, and no enemy units are within 6 inches. If it has fewer than 5 models when this action is completed, it's still achieved, but in this instance you will only score 2 victory points.
So you can only ever score 2 with your units.
Yeah. One unit from your army can start to perform this action if a unit has fewer than 5 models. So I can do it with my bikes, but that's all 5 models.
And that's a lot of bullets that you're not shooting.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
No. That one. There. I'll find the buttons in a minute.
You are rusty, aren't you?
No, you moved 1 to 4 and that just threw me the other day.
That's because of the fanciness that I'm doing.
No, Eddie probably just did it on purpose. Told you to do it.
If you press,
He's a bad influence.
If you press along the camera buttons on the right hand side, there's there's 4 little buttons next to the big camera buttons.
MP1, 2.
And one says SSRC.
Yeah.
Press SSRC.
Yeah. Does it matter what I've got selected anywhere else?
Press SSRC, see if it works. Because that's what I'm working on, Brom, to try and improve the stream in the future.
Yeah.
Right. This is Big Dick playing right now. Yeah. Okay. Now I can't do the transition stuff because I've not got the thing set up. But this is what we're looking to do in the future. You can now press camera 4 and it'll go back to camera 4. Look at that, right?
Alright.
I was so shocked I breathed in and choked.
So just orgasmed. Cool, right, okay. So this is my binned objective that I now can't score. I'm going to put him there.
Yep.
This is my pile of potential objectives, which I'm going to put up here after spending my command point. So I'm not going to go up a command point. I'm going to stay on 8 command points because
when do I pull mine?
In your command phase.
Oh, I see.
So you're now into your movement phase.
I'm now into my movement phase. So you can talk to chat, and Joe and you can talk, and I'm going to have to think about how the hell I try and do these.
So Dave Beale has been a member at Scald for 4 months. Legend. I came for the sit and talks. Right, give me a sec. We'll go camera 2, then down. Doomph. Yes.
Oh wow.
Winner, guys. That way Liam can move around.
It's cool, isn't it?
That's some cool
I am
technology.
keeping up, just about. Came for the sit and talks, stayed for the beard. It's a glorious beard. He has been working on it for many months. Ozzy has chucked in, as many people do, the monthly Manny Fund. The super chat. And Chris Owen. Do you know Chris?
I know Chris. Yeah.
Do you know Chris?
He's over in Poland at the moment.
He knows you.
Is it Chris's Necrons you're painting?
Yes.
I bet he's taken ages about it as well, hasn't he? Probably for like months and months and months.
I actually finished building them the other night.
Oh shit!
After I'd been playing Warzone for like 4 hours. I was like, oh, maybe I should probably do some work now.
I like how you're admitting to Chris that you've not bothered your ass.
Chris says, Joe, I was wondering why my Instagram DMs were quiet tonight.
I've been
He's got significantly less dick pics.
I've been supporting our troops by sending Instagram images to him. You know, because he gets lonely in the cold.
And then in the general chat that happens to be going on, there were some outlandish cries for Brom to be coached by Manny, with the cry of Super Brom in 3 games. Eddie, being the
Edlar,
being who he is, goes, no coach is good enough to make me Super Brom.
No, well,
but to be fair, I've played Manny. Manny did very well at coaching me to to play my Ultramarines better. I just didn't do it during that game. In fact, I coached him on how to get max points from me right on the end. But yeah, no, I'd learn a lot from playing Manny. Manny's very good.
I find that if you spend all of your CP as quickly as humanly possible, it's good. Does you good?
You have to think about it.
Do you know why I need to do that? It's because most people kill all my units. So you get them out of the way, then the game's over. It's fine. But there were also shouts for me to coach Manny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that everyone else would have a chance of winning stuff in the UK.
I love Manny because when you look at what Manny's doing, you know what everyone else will be doing like a month later.
Yeah, you know what models are soon to be out of stock.
Yeah,
so he actually told me when we were playing at the Hellstorm event where I met John Scrivens, who doesn't remember me but he remembers Liam. Big dick apparently.
Not what she said. Not what she said.
He was telling me that his Tau that he'd been playing with, when Tau were the big ones with the Riptide, with the was it Riptide?
No,
it was all the battles. It was the broadsides.
Yeah,
lots of broadsides, like 9 broadsides or something. He only took 8 and took a Riptide.
Oh yeah,
because he'd been playing with it, as he said, for like 6 to 8 months, dialing it in, because he knew like it was going to be good. And the rest of it was good, but he was just dialing it in. So clearly he'd been practicing. I mean, it's not quite the same as changing your list 2 weeks before and getting his painter to paint.
I've seen some of his 48 hours before an event. Here's my 20 boxes of this.
Yeah,
but I feel like he should just troll the community and be like, I think that 97 Rippers is the way forward. And then see what happens to GW sales.
That's not a bad shout though.
Yeah,
I bet that's not.
He's
bad.
actually a spy for Games Workshop.
The other things, DempseyCon, I am going. I'm gonna take an army. I have got a ticket to play. I will play anyone who wants to have a game. I'm there for the day. I won't be drinking because I'm driving. There'll be plenty of other people drinking, making up for that. Actually, I've got to text Jake and see if he's still coming and wants to lift. So, see if he's coming as well. If he's up
What
for
toughness is your little venom things? 5.
Apparently, there's going to be lots of people there trying to teach me how to play 40k.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
gonna
like, play a different army.
I
run.
I wonder what army I'll bring.
Run Gilliman and 18 Blade Guard.
I haven't got 18. Can you paint them before the weekend? I got 5.
Well, I've got 10 actually. You could do 15, but they'd be Black Templar ones and not painted.
Oh.
Although it is a good excuse to get them painted.
So I paint them blue then.
Yeah, I tried building a Redemptor Dreadnought in an hour last night, and I failed spectacularly. I forgot how complicated that model is.
Yeah.
Do you not think that these stands that they made for all of their jet bikes and stuff was just someone at Games Workshop trolling before his last day?
The ball and joint
is shit, isn't it?
It's terrible.
Shouldn't they?
I actually missed the peg. I actually found myself on eBay buying the old peg ones because all my Drukhari and all my Custodes bike things, I basically drilled a hole in so I could put the peg in I was like, oh, I missed the old one that everyone used to use. Or what I used for my Hellions was the curved stands from the new Space Marine stuff. Plastic glued them in, and then filled it full of hard coat, the varnish. So it literally dried rock hard. But obviously they never came off their bases ever.
Yeah, I've glued my custodian jet bikes to their bases, and I'll just wrap the flying stand in masking tape and spray, and then it'll still be clear.
So some of the people trying to that will be there to teach me, Liam and Russ, apparently quite good. 7th best World Eaters army. I mean, it's World Eaters. There's probably no one playing.
There was only 6 players.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you're enjoying World Eaters, then I enjoy playing World Eaters. And then Jedi wants me to teach him how to lose with Knights. I can do that, but I also won 2 games with Knights, so I can also show you that. At a tournament, yes, best Knight player, not quite. Anyway, I think you've moved, and you ready now?
There's some deep brain thinking thoughts going on.
Maybe.
This is hard already, right?
Yeah.
But this is like, we got a comment actually from the last stream against Manny that they liked the fact there was lots of banter, lots of fun, but people were actually trying to win and playing hard, which I feel like is where we need to be. Still having fun and enjoying ourselves, but actually trying to play 40k. So, I have done some stuff and some things, and it was a tough choice, okay? So you can't perform an action if you advance. Not have to do that. The only way I could get my bikes onto that central objective to do the action within 6 inches of the centre would be to advance, because they only move 14, not 16 inches. They advance then 6. So I can get them within that sort of objective, but they then can't do the action until next turn because they've advanced, and I can't shoot, so it's kind of pointless.
Yep.
Right? So what we've done is we have done much advancing, because my rapid fire guns are no good just popping off 2 damaged pop shots against you from miles away. So we've advanced this unit here into the ruin.
Yep.
We've kept this unit on my home objective because I need to hold my home objective as one of my secondaries.
Yep.
We've advanced both the dreadnoughts onto 2 objectives, so I hold objectives in no man's land. And I can't do the central action one on this one, but I'm hoping he'll be alive long enough to do that central objective. Maybe, possibly. We have done the action back here, however, to capture, to hold, to do whatever they fucking call it, to claim. Claim, that's the one. Yeah, cool. Claim the objective. The
Sweep and clear?
No, he's claim.
The secondary piece, yeah, the sweep and clear piece.
You control it.
Let's claim the battlefield.
And then you then you have to claim the objectives for the third part of that objective.
I was listening.
These bikes moved up here. These bikes have moved up here. Okay. And these have all advanced in here. The bikes are the ones that haven't advanced. So I've got 2 choices. I can either fire 2 rapid fire bolt guns into these 5, whatever they are. What are they?
Cabalite Warriors.
Oh, that seems like a waste of bolt guns. Or I could do the action over there and claim that one as well.
Your all objectives secured, don't you?
No, infantry. Changed. The 8th edition codex of bikers were obsec. No. They were obsec in 8th edition,
Wasn't
not obsec in 9th.
everything in the old codex?
Just double check that card didn't have a specific state of who can claim it. I think it was infantry and object.
No, objective secured isn't for claiming.
No.
Objective secured is for sweep and clear.
The objective action can only be done with an infantry unit.
Or an objective.
Or obsec, yeah, right, okay.
Which is what I was on about. So you can't do the claiming.
Cool, which means I'm shooting some Cabalite Warriors.
Yeah. That's what? 12, 36.
No, 2 bikes can see you, mate.
Okay.
That's a big obscuring ruin in the way.
So's your face.
Your face is a big
I mean, if you want to let me shoot all of them, but that's a big, tall, obscuring ruin. You're not in the terrain. We are still playing 40k.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have 12 shots, though.
2 bikes. I thought they always hit. No, because they always rapid fire. Because they're bikes.
Are you making stuff up?
They're not Marines.
They're not. Yeah, they're not stayed still. They're not a vehicle. They're not stayed still. They're not a Terminator. So they just get 6 shots each.
Because they're not Space Marines.
Yeah. Space Marine bikes can do.
So I'm going to hit you on 2s though, Joe. Unless you would like to do something like.
I'm not going to lightning fast reflexes. No.
Right. We have to forgive Joe.
Cool. I hit you all the times.
Yeah. I think they should have just done it for Custodes. They just always hit. They always hit because they like.
My Harlequins say no.
Yeah.
I'm strength 4. Your toughness elf
3.
So I'm going to wound you on 3, sir. There is this many. There is 8. 8 of your finest Cabalite Warrior saves, which is probably a T-shirt of 5+.
4.
Oh, and I'm also not.
4. I think it's 4+. Don't quote me on that.
It's your army. So.
Any minus?
No, there's bolt guns, mate. Oh
Right.
wow, that wasn't good if he.
Well, they're all dead anyway, so.
From 2 of them, shit.
They died how they lived, full of bullets.
Cool. So that's basically my turn for turn 1, Bron. We've done an action on my home objective,
Yeah.
but I don't claim any points apart from my secondary missions. So, secure no man's land. Achieved at the end of the turn if you control 2 or more objectives in no man's land. I do, because I advanced both my dreadnoughts. That's why I advanced both my dreadnoughts. I get 5 points, Bron. And then extend battle lines. Score 5 victory points if I hold my objective marker in my own deployment zone and 1 in no man's land, which I do. That's 10 points, Bron. It's a good start. Plus 10 for painted, obviously.
Is that part? Is that?
I don't give a fuck. We don't care about that. We're both painted.
I'm not adding it.
Investigate site. I can do it, but I feel like I actually want to bin this one because I only get 2 victory points if I do it with less than 5 models, and my bikes, I'm expecting to lose one. So I'm going to choose to throw this one away at the end of my player turn, so I'll be drawing a fresh 3 secondary objectives in battle round 2. However, in my turn, sir.
Nice.
So
So, on to you, sir.
you gain a CP,
You do gain a CP. You go up to a monumental 9.
and you
Nine.
get to now have a command phase.
So I do things.
Good shuffle, Joe. Good shuffle. Top work. If you pull the same 3 now. Yeah, we were supposed to shuffle them before the game. We forgot.
Yeah.
It's always better.
Did
on
you want to
live
split?
on channel.
No, you just... There you go.
So, number 1.
I'm going big.
Raise the banner.
If, when the secondary mission is generated, there are no infantry units or units with the objective secured ability remaining in your army, discard the secondary mission and generate a new one. This secondary mission, however, is achieved when a unit from your army completes the Raise the Banner action. One unit from your army that has either the infantry keyword or the objective secured ability can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase if it is within range of an objective marker in no man's land that you control. The action is completed at the end of your turn, provided the unit performer is still within engage with the same objective marker. So you've got to get on one with in no man's land that you control, and then do an action.
How many points do I get for it?
5 points. If it doesn't say it's 5 points.
I'll keep that one.
Deploy teleport homer.
Oh, great, another action.
More actions. When your unit from your army completes the deploy teleport homer action, one unit from your army can start to perform this at the end of your movement phase if it's wholly within oh dear, your opponent's deployment zone. If the unit performing the action has the infantry or it has the objective secured ability, this action is completed at the end of your turn. Otherwise, it's completed at the start of your next command phase. So if it's infantry or obsec, then you can do the action in my deployment zone and get 5 points. If it's not infantry or obsec, you've got to hope I don't kill it in my turn.
I may end up sacking that off.
I think you might, yeah.
Behind enemy lines. This animation is achieved at the end of your turn if 2 or 4 units from your army. I'm going to be trying to score some points next turn. Cool.
So basically, Joe's got to get 2 units in my deployment zone to get 5 points. If you only have 1 unit remaining, you can get 2 points instead of 5. I love that, by the way. I love the fact they've given that additional rule there. If you can't do the full 5 points, here's some additional points you can still get. Joe, would you like to spend a command point to discard any of those secondary objectives?
Can you do... Hang on, I need to check a stratagem now. Hang on. Can you do an action when you disembark from a transport?
I have no idea.
I assume so.
Yeah, of
Because
course
it's just
you
a movement, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Definitely you can.
So I'm going to
as long as you don't
I'm going to
advance.
tell you a bit of my stratagem now, actually, if it works. It's called something, and you do a thing
Cool, okay.
While you're
with models.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, here we are. Right. So, no.
When you said here we are, what you meant was...
while you're reading that,
I've got it.
Oh, you've
I've got it.
Always.
It's called swift outflanking.
Yeah.
So use the stratagem at the end of your movement. It's that one Drukhari transport unit from your army that is wholly within 9 inches of any battlefield edge. Remove that unit from the battlefield, and that unit is placed in strategic reserves. So there's 1 command point. I take it off the table, and then I'll do another one next turn. Next stratagem, right next turn. It's by my strategy. It's called Murderous Descent. Use a stratagem in the reinforcement steps after transport from your army is set up on the battlefield. Any units embarked in that transport can disembark after it is set up, but when they do so, they must set up with 9 inches away from any model. So I could take a model off a transport off the table, bring it back into your deployment zone, and then disembark in the same turn, and then do that one there. Is what my thought is.
Okay, there's a technical question for you now. Is the reinforcement step part of the movement phase? If it is, then yes, you can do the action. If the movement phase ends and the reinforcement step starts, which I don't think it is, I think the first one's true, then you wouldn't be doing the action because your movement phase has already ended. I think you're okay to do it.
Reinforcements at the very end of the movement.
I think
This was a
reinforcement
grand
step is part of the movement phase.
This was a grand scream.
I like it.
That you literally just pooped all over.
No, I think you can do it, Joe. It's okay.
All right then.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Go on, Brom. You can now spend 2 CP. You're down to 6 remaining. You gained 1 for the battle round, so you're up to 7.
Excellent. So Jenna asked actually a question about the weekend and whether there was size of army. Defined.
40k size.
Excellent. So whatever you want, Jedi. And then Ginger,
28 mil scale. Yeah.
Ginger, not so Steve, has super chatted. Say Joe was robbed by the cards turn 1. Liam must have been putting the cards in the microwave.
You want to shuffle them.
So this was Liam shuffling cards.
Team Mighty Joe would have had this in the bag end of turn 1 otherwise. Drukhari for the win still.
In all seriousness, to Jedi's question about army sizes, because I don't like to just answer with nonsense answers, do I, Joe?
No, only Joe.
We have said to people that if you're playing random games with strangers and you want to organise them pre, you can play any points you want. You can play 1,000 points, you can play 10,000 points. I don't care. There are enough tables that you and your opponent, if you want to, can have your game set up all day and keep going back to it. You're more than welcome to do that. However, I've also said to people that if it was me, I'd be taking 2,000 points that I could also break down to 1,500 points, depending on who I'm playing. So scale it. So just take 1,500 and 500, and so you can do either or. And that way, 1,500 to 2,000 points is the easiest pickup games. Mm-hmm. So that would probably be what I would. If you can do that, that's what I would suggest. I would also like to suggest to people that if your 1,500 points is 1,505, most people probably won't care because this isn't a tournament. We're just here to have fun and throw dice, right? Mm-hmm. So hopefully that answers your question. But equally, like I said, if you want to arrange a game with someone beforehand and you want to play 5,000 points, you crack on. It's not a tournament. I'm not running the games. You guys are just free to play and enjoy yourselves, and I'm going to walk around and mingle and drink some beers. That's basically it. And Joe, are you coming? Have you decided if you're coming or you're not coming?
So I don't know yet. Basically, I have a daughter on the weekend. She fell over and she broke her nose, so she had a bit of a terrible weekend.
There were no lulls at that.
Yeah, so
she fell over.
she was wearing Crocs and she was running. Terrible combination.
Oh, okay, so it's deserved.
Yeah, so not a great last weekend. So I may have to go and actually do like some fun things.
You can do that on Sunday.
I suppose so, but then it's like I'm bye. I'm going to play with
fun things that take 2 days are spoiling children. Right, so just Sunday's
fine. You've had too much fun.
You've had too much fun. That's not allowed.
I forgot about it.
Please take your can off. Yeah, thank you.
Was reminded about DempseyCon and then went, oh, yeah, excellent. I've just planned the in-laws to be down for the weekend, so I'm off on Saturday.
Conveniently planned for the in-laws to be down.
Yeah, keep her happy.
Technical question.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
Right, it's
40k. We'll play.
If
40K.
I make you fight last, you can't use an interrupt stratagem, can you?
No.
Cool.
It's fight last, isn't it? Last, isn't it? I hate those rules. Yeah.
If you charge me and make me fight last, I can't interrupt.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Anything called love?
No, I don't know if that's true anymore.
It's not your strat doesn't say fights beyond after every other eligible.
Yeah.
Rule.
I thought wasn't that FAQ?
Oh, Eddie told us this, and it was really boring.
And it's really complicated.
I stopped listening.
He went, no, because if you fight last and fights first, you go up a step and down a step, and then you can fight first and fight last and fight last and fight first. I don't give a fuck. Can I fight?
I thought if you're made to fight last, you can't use the interrupt stratagem on that unit.
It was in the FAQ that they sent out, the update.
I can't.
And I just don't care enough to look. Let's say yes, because that's clearly what you want me to do.
How about Liam just doesn't use the interrupt strat?
I'm just gonna say yes, and then I'm gonna change last minute and use the interrupt strat.
After checking the FAQ, yeah.
Would be lady.
Yep.
I'm gonna actually go on the website and look at the FAQ right now.
8.
So what are you looking that up?
Yes, go for it. You've got a super chat?
No.
Oh,
Super duper chat.
what are
No,
you interrupting
unfortunately
for
not. I'm not. I'm just interrupting now. So you got a tattoo. Next stage.
then? Really fucking itchy tonight as well, by the way.
Yeah, chat have commented. They have noticed.
Fill my arm up.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Do you know what, right? I'm very lucky that I have a very close friend of mine who's a tattoo artist, because I wouldn't pay for this shit. Not because the art's bad, just because it's horrible. It's horrible. It just hurts. It just fucking hurts. And then it itches for 10 days afterwards, once your skin falls off. That's for if you get through the first 4 or 5 days where it's just sore and you can't. And this time he's done my elbow. Do you know how bad that was? Oh my.
Oh me, oh my.
No,
Joe
not only
thinks
is it bad that they batter your elbow with a fucking needle, then when you're going to put it out for like 4 days out, it's been shit. Don't get it done. It's silly. It's a silly idea. Luckily, he's a good friend of mine, so he doesn't really charge me. So,
Briefcase has come back with
briefcase wanker.
yeah, Joe's.
Oh, Eddie.
Joe is. I love you, Eddie. Joe's correct. Cannot interrupt with a unit after its main.
I remember that.
last.
Where does it say that?
I don't know. He just makes shit up. It's in his briefcase.
Eddie is our rules lawyer on the channel, to be fair. So if Eddie says that, then I believe him.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to try and out. Like, I've already spent the whole day contradicting people and acting like they're stupid. So tonight I'm not going to bother.
Can a unit disembark from a transport and then another unit get into that transport in the same term?
Eddie.
Yeah, why
Different
not?
unit, as long as it's different units. Yes.
Cool.
Don't even need you for that one, Eddie.
Flop.
You can't disembark and get into a different transport, though.
Rare rules: always fight first, last. Are you ready for this fucking pile of shit?
There's Batman on these. Oreos, sorry.
I don't like Oreos. Did you bring nice cookies?
I brought. Oh, do you not like Oreos?
No,
I left you 4 Oreos
There's
on your
shit
tray.
Did you?
Yeah.
They're shit biscuits.
I've got these.
Rare rules: always fight first, fight last. Right? Add the following paragraph to the end of the rare rules entry. Note: it doesn't matter how many rules are affecting a unit that enable it to fight first, or how many rules are affecting it that say it cannot be selected to fight until after all other units have done so. If a unit is under the effects of one or more or both kinds of abilities simultaneously, that unit instead fights as if none of those rules are affecting it. Note that the counter-offensive stratagem requires you to select a unit that is eligible to fight. This means that if a unit is under the effects of a rule that says it is not eligible to fight until all other eligible units have done so, then unless that unit is also under the effects of a rule that lets it fight first, you will not be able to select that unit to use a counter-offensive stratagem. Does that make sense? Did you follow that?
Words and junk.
So if you say you fight last,
Listening.
if you say you fight last, I can't use a counter-offensive stratagem. If, however, I've got something that goes, actually I fight first, I can then use it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool, perfect. Cleared it up. Cleared it as mud. Cheers, GW. Love you.
Right. Whee! Right, so they've left the table. They're like, bye.
Like, imagine an alternate timeline when 9th edition wasn't crap. This is a cool edition, though.
Yeah.
This is cool. We like this.
So far we've had fingers and Oreos, and Liam hates the Oreos. He loved a good finger though.
I've heard this.
Ginger Steve says tattoo seems like a silly thing to do, but Ginger Steve, tattoos basically feel like really, really, really bad sunburn. That's genuine as well, that's true, right?
All the time?
Yeah, and since you're ginger, you're probably really used to it.
You'd have a haze though, wouldn't you? He'd have a haze on his arm. From the
You look less
oranges.
fucking. You look less pale at
You
least.
could get Eddie on his arm.
You look less see-through.
Picture of Eddie.
Cool, Joe.
A briefcase with
You've
the
done
face.
some moving. Brom's going to go to top down. You're going to tell us what you've done and why.
I've
And
moved
very quickly.
some models.
Sweet, cool. Moving face down.
So I've moved a unit of Hellions over here. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because they're going to charge you.
Are they?
Boom. Right. This unit of Hellions here, I've moved on to this objective to do this stupid secondary. Off my list of terrible secondaries.
They didn't advance, did they?
No.
Good.
I don't get to advance and charge until next term. My Venom, which has got D-Drizzle in it and a unit of Incubi, is just chilling, waiting, lurking. And then they'll come and mess some stuff up in a minute. This unit of Hellions moved here because they don't enjoy being shot at. So they're just behind a wall.
Okay, cool,
just
yeah.
living the dream. The Raider and the thing.
The boat.
Fucking hell, Joe, come on.
This thing has moved here because we're going to try and shoot that dreadnought with
The Raider and the
Ravager.
There we go.
Thank
We
you.
got it. We got it.
Yeah,
I'm just changing camera angles. Just keep it interesting.
with lasers, right? We're going to use
laser
lasers,
beams.
and then everyone else that was in these boats has run over here because we're going to try and murder some bikes, right? And then the empty Venom went over here to the Cabalites. Cabalites jumped in, and that's left the table. So next turn, I can attempt to do that really convoluted plan of getting out and doing
I love the
stuff.
plan. It's very Drukhari.
Yeah, but we've been given a terrible hand because Liam's messed with my deck and made it terrible.
It's all on me.
So I'm going to shoot some lasers.
Frickin' laser beam. No, you're dark. You got to say dark lance like
Dark
Lawrence does.
Lance.
No, like Lawrence does, with a really shitty American accent.
Dark Lance. No, that's Can we shoot my dark lances now?
That's the new rules now. We're going to shoot my dark lance.
Right then. So 3 dark lances from the Ravager at this
Dread.
sword and board dreadnought.
Jink.
Cool.
Have you got any reroll auras?
No, but I do get a free reroll to hit because of Cabal of the Black Heart.
Cool. Roll on.
No, hang on.
He's
I can
thinking.
shut off rerolls for a CP.
It's one roll.
It's only one roll.
It's one dice roll.
Yeah, but it's lol, isn't it?
Lol.
You say it's only one roll, but if you miss with all 3, then you'll be going, fuck, I wish I could re-roll one of these. No, I'll let you have it. Go on.
Oh, you let me have it.
Wait until it's Captain Lieutenant stuff.
So generous. 1 free reroll.
Definitely should turn that off, shouldn't I?
That's 3 hits.
Yeah.
They are strength
Lots.
9. What's your type? Are you typing a 7?
Yeah.
Right. So it'll be
Still
freeze.
more. Freeze.
It'll be 8 or 9.
Freeze with an F.
Freeze.
It'll be freeze.
That's freeze. -4 or 3. Doesn't matter. Straight on your invuln, I imagine.
Yeah.
4 ups. I'm going to CP reroll one.
No.
Yeah, that's... Oh, it was a pass. Yeah. So it's 2d3 plus 6.
Yeah.
Who's it?
So that's 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 3 is 9 10.
10.
How many wounds you got?
I think he's got 9. I need to
Did
check.
you want to check? It might be dead.
Well,
Does your dread do the -1
I
as
don't
well?
fucking
Like
know.
Oh, Duty Eternal.
yeah, it
type
does,
thing.
doesn't it?
Well, in that case,
So I have 9 wounds. Subtract 1 for the damage characteristic. So the 3 plus d3,
which was a 6,
which
becomes
would be
5.
and then that one becomes 3, which means it's 8.
So I'm going to CP reroll this one.
to try and get a 3.
Should have
to get-
definitely
to
taken
get
off
a
rerolls.
No, I need to get 2.
Rerolls.
Don't I need to get a 2, don't I?
No, because you had a 2.
5, because it's going to be 5 plus
Yeah,
4.
so you need-
Yeah, but I mean, you need a 3 or 4 on the dice.
No.
You don't need that. Liam
I'm going to live with a wound remaining. Lol.
I will now shoot another Dark Lance at you from the Raider.
Hang on a minute. How many damage have I taken so far, Joe? 8.
8.
Cool.
Oh, here we are.
6 up for no pains. So I've got 2 wounds remaining.
Noise. Smart.
Smart. Smart.
Right then, and now another Dark Lance.
Dark Lance.
Chow! Hits.
You do.
A 3 is
Nope.
needed.
Oh, you
That's
do
a
win.
wound.
Sorry, because I just passed my 4 plus vulnerable save. Where's that
No.
money dice? Let's just use this one instead.
No.
Oh, it failed me. Go on then.
So, well, it's 4 damage minimum.
Okay, so down to 3. So it is 4 damage.
Oh.
Down to 3.
Yes, he's rolled 2 6s
6
now.
up for no pains. You ready for this?
Yeah? Oh, no.
2 5 up for no pains.
Does he do big explode or little explode?
I think he explodes.
He definitely explodes.
Explodes.
But not
He
on
didn't
that.
explode there. You've killed a dreadnought
I
already.
have, yeah. That's for killing 5 Cabalite
They're
warriors.
tough some bitches as well.
We're spiteful, we are. You killed 5 of our people.
I bet his dread costs more as well.
I mean, it might have cost 170 points.
Yeah. So it's worth it though.
What's
Don't
next?
worry. I'm still going to push your poo in. Come on.
It's so cruel. I'm tempted to spitefully shoot a bunch of splinter pistols at you
Do it.
now.
I need to start reading my stratagems.
You're gonna
I've
have to.
forgotten half the custodian
So,
stratagems.
10 splinter pistols from the witches at the bikes. Hitting on freeze, re-rolling 1s because of Mr. the Man. The Archon. Poison 4 plus. 3 wounds.
AP minus.
Stuff.
Nothing, I
So
believe.
2 up saves.
Yeah.
1 goes through. 1 wound on a bike.
1 wound on a bike.
They've only got nowadays 5 wounds each, I think it is.
Good.
Keep going.
Yeah, they are in fact 5 wounds each. It wasn't lying.
And then the Archon and the... I know, because the Whippy Lady doesn't have a pistol. The Archon's going to shoot you. He's hit you. He's wounded you.
AP minus.
Nothing. Roll a 1. Oh.
We love being hit by poison weapons.
I know, right?
It's like a little.
Ooh.
Oh, just think
So, I have shot my load.
Ready?
Charge.
That is it, isn't it? What about this guy?
He can't really see anything where he is.
He can't see fuck all.
And I'm not going to waste. That's like 10 splinter shots.
Are you Overwatch? Are you charging me, Joe?
I am going to be doing some charging.
Does it shut off Overwatch?
What?
Whatever you're charging.
No.
Cool. Okay. Carry on, sir. Carry on.
So those Hellions will charge into those men over there.
Okay. And then.
Oh, hang on.
Do they class as infantry?
Actually, wait.
Do they class as infantry?
They do class as infantry.
Sweet Tanglefoot.
But they do have the fly keyword.
Tanglefoot is irrelevant against fly keyword, right?
So I can turn off Overwatch
No, you can't.
for a CP.
No. You said no. I asked you if you stopped Overwatch, you said no, so you don't get it now.
Can you?
And then I said,
you're
hang on, I can for 1 CP.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Where are you going to stop it though? Where are you charging?
There. I'm gonna do it on that one there. The one where there's going to be a bajillion
So
shots.
interestingly, I can't use Tanglefoot because here you've got fly, and I can't use it against fly, and I have to use Tanglefoot with an infantry unit and they're bikers, so I can't Tanglefoot anywhere.
I'm sorry.
Tanglefoot's the just -2.
It's minus D6 from
Minus
his charge
D6 from
range.
charge. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it wouldn't matter anyway. He's within about 2 inches, so he probably would make it in on one side. The flyers, maybe not. There's a bit. There's a good 6 inches.
There's a good. I reckon, I'm gonna say 5 inches there. That's a measurement I can see. I look at that. I'm like, yeah, that's 5 inches.
I'll get it over the board.
Let's have a look.
Right in there.
Oh, it's a little over 5 inches. Millimeters in it.
It's like I can't.
So my Hellions are going to fly into you.
fail.
On
No,
a 10.
You did there. You can walk
Hang
round,
on.
Joe. You're allowed. You've just done that on purpose, haven't you?
Stop it.
If I could move top down right now, I would.
Right.
That's what we need, a mobile top down to
So
do.
over here, I'm going to spend a command point on my witches, which is going to charge you for flawless approach. I have to play on the Cult of Strife infantry unit.
Okay. So you can't overwatch.
Can't overwatch, and you can't set to defend, and you can't hold steady.
Yeah.
Boom. And the witches are going to charge you.
Good. You're in.
I have rolled a 9.
Liam's book's taking it out of focus.
We're just going to...
And now that's good. That's better. Yeah. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
You're very welcome.
Now, you are locked in combat, sir.
Yeah, I can't be locked in combat.
You can't?
No.
Is there a rule on that?
Yeah,
Just
I'll
says-
spend a CP because I'm Emperor's Chosen. So I'll just spend a CP and then I'll change my shield host, fall back and charge. Lovely.
I have got a strat. Witches have got the. We hold you in combat. We have to do a roll off. We'll do that in a minute. If you're still alive, good sir. So.
See how he's getting more confident as
Yeah,
the
no,
game
he's
goes
got all
on.
this strategy. I
Here
can
comes
do
the big
everything
dick.
you can't do.
Whippy Lady's going to charge in. She's going in on a 6.
There we go.
Right there. Mr. the Archon, he's going to charge in on a 6.
What's your strength?
Quite low.
So what are you wounding me on?
Probably.
What's your toughness?
5.
More
So
than yours.
I've taken the
Is at least 5.
My toughness is 6.
the toughness
There we go.
6.
Yeah.
It's not going to be great for me, going to be honest, but I do have some poison weapons in there, so wound you on 2s. The Incubi, however, are strength 5. Cool. And they're going to charge you.
But that doesn't help against toughness 6, mate. That was all.
It doesn't matter, all right? We're going to do it.
Is it more or is it less?
Right.
Is it? That's where we're at.
I should have got D Drizzle over there.
Now that would have been some tastiness.
He
But
would-
he's ready.
He would have been.
DJ was ready for like turn 2.
Yeah. He's
You got rerolls in there as well?
Yeah.
Shut
Cool,
them
okay.
off.
Sweet.
So I'm going to turn those off because I can.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to do 2 things over there.
Did you add your CP back on for the whole firing Overwatch? I thought you pre-spent them.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it down to 6,
So-
so I'm about to spend 2.
Obviously, I'm going to make you fight last
Where?
here with my Archon. But then I'll fight first over there
Cool.
because obviously you can't interrupt. What are you doing? What's in your brain?
Nothing over
matter?
here, no, nothing over here.
What's happening over there then?
I'm going to spend a 2 CP.
All right.
1 on Emperor's Auspice. Is it 1 on Emperor's Auspice or is it 2? It's a 2 CP on Emperor's Auspice. Okay, which would be down to 5, and 1 CP on Arcane Genetic Alchemy. Basically, they're transhuman and they shut off rerolls.
So I can only wound you on 4s.
You can wound me on best on 4 pluses. You can't reroll anything.
How does that affect poison weapons?
You can't. Unmodified 1, 2s, and 3s always fail. Unmodified 1, 2s, and 3s always fail.
I think there was a thing about poison and transhuman.
Unmodified 1, 2s, and 3s fail. You can't not play 40k for 6 months ago. I think there was a thing.
No, there was a thing. Briefcase. We'll sort it out. Right, over here. Hellions.
Brom, look out for briefcase wanker, right? Okay.
He's chatting away.
Is he?
He's
happy,
entertained. He's dancing like a monkey, mate.
Excuse me,
He's
briefcase wanker.
Can you check? There's a thing about poison weapons and transhuman where poison trumps transhuman.
From now on, I'm going to be calling him Eddie McKenzie.
So, words and rules and junk. Right, where are we?
Cool. So you've got a fight happening.
Hellions over here.
Over here.
Over here. So I've got 5 Hellions. They get.
They're going to bounce like a bouncy thing.
They are so good at bounce.
Yeah.
Transhuman trumps poison, according to Briefcase.
See, I told you he's our rules lawyer.
Yeah, I love him. He's
Good old
amazing.
Mackenzie.
I thought.
Are you a virgin, Mackenzie?
Do I have a stratagem for re-rolling? I think I do.
For fuck's sake.
You better use it over there.
I'm sorry,
he's
chat.
turning the other side
Talk
off.
amongst yourselves a minute.
Okay, so while he's just looking that up, super chat from Carl Moore.
Legend. What a hero.
Thanks for the game. Thanks for the games, fellas. I haven't played a game of 40k since the Tau first came out. Appreciate what you've done here. It helped a fair bit when things got a bit shit. Here's to you and the people in Ukraine.
What an absolute legend. Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
And then there's been a lot of back and forth about Eddie having a head cold and visiting Manchester being shit and someone choking on cheesecake and Eddie dancing around and then he giving me some
Joe's trying to read, but he can't.
Right, I've done it. So
I'm annoyed, right, that we are an hour and 20 minutes into the stream and not a single one of those fuckers has mentioned his shit hairband.
why? Why you got to do me like that?
Because if I changed my hair, in fact, when I put this up in the man bun for the first time, within seconds, no one's mentioned Joe's hairband.
In my life goal to become you. So my hair is not. My hair is not long enough to man bun it yet. Yeah.
He's joining the team.
But my partner, she was like, "Oh, Vikings are cool. I've got cool plaited hair. I'll get Viking hair." But the hairband has actually kept it back, so I can take it off now. Now you've shamed me.
I could maybe side bun it.
You'd need to grow a beard though, and I don't think Mrs. Brum would allow that.
She'd be alright with it. She was okay during lockdown when I did it.
Can I roll some dice now? Bang it off.
Well, you've taken fucking 4 hours reading your
So the Hellions are re-rolling 1s to hit.
Okay, whatever.
Alright. Of which I rolled
many.
4.
That was good. That was a good dice roll, actually.
Good roll.
They converted as well. Look at that.
Boom.
Just 2 misses from the Hellions into the Custodian Guard.
So they are strength 3. The Hellglaives make them strength 4, and I've given the combat drug to +1 strength. So that's strength 5.
Cool, I'm toughness 5.
So 4s.
Yes.
Rolls of a 6 make them -2.
Couldn't give a fuck.
I only rolled terrible, so that's fine.
So
that's 3 saves at -1 and 2 saves at -2.
So the 3 saves at -1 are 3 up armor saves.
Yeah.
How many damage are they?
2 damage each.
Spicy.
Yeah. Those don't count. Well, they do count because you threw them off the table.
You only said they do count when you saw that they were fails. So that was dog shit. That's going to kill a guy.
That is going to kill a guy.
Unless I CP one of them. But luckily I can roll all my saves at once. These are the -2. Ooh, I'll kill another guy.
Yeah.
I need to keep a guy alive. We're going to reroll one, Joe. I'm going to reroll one of the 3 pluses because that makes sense, right? Yeah, that didn't work. Dice God said no.
Hellions!
He killed 2 Custodian guards, but it's okay because a Custodian is like a one-man army, Joe.
It's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe in the
nuts.
heart of the cards.
They love you.
Or the heart of the dice.
That's why they're not picking on you. They
Yeah.
love you. They've not seen you for ages, so they want you to come back.
Yeah.
I love Joe. This is what we're doing though, Rom. Slowly but surely, we're just accepting all of the Vanguard Tactics rejects. we're taking all of his dirty X's under our big wing, you know. But like Try Hard Eddie, they fucked him off because he was boring. We've taken him in.
You're still boring though.
Joe made inappropriate comments about children and cricket bats. We took him in.
It was a really good analogy, all right? It was perfectly described the situation.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a descriptive man.
We're going to keep all the rejects.
Right. So, the succubus.
You suck your bus.
Yeah. So she hits you on 2s, right?
Yeah.
Any roll of a 6, I do 2 mortal wounds to you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll the dice?
No.
I'm going to. Right, there's 2 6s there.
4 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds.
Luckily, I'm Emperor's Chosen, Joe.
Yeah?
That means I get 4 feel no pains against mortal wounds.
All right, then.
Ooh, tasty.
And now I can only wound you on
4s.
4s.
How many attacks has she got, by the way?
So she's got 6 base. The triptych whip gives her an extra 3, which puts her on 9.
Whip.
And then you give her the combat drug to give her +1 attack, so it's 10 attacks.
She's tasty.
Okay.
Don't want to meet her on the dance floor.
She
Or maybe
messes stuff up. There is a great stratagem called something metaloxins, or whatever it's called. It's 2 CP, but your poison works on vehicles. So she could run up to a tank and be like, poison 2+, dead.
But it's only poison 4+ right now because.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm going to roll 6 out of 7 4+.
No, you're not.
I think it's a really
3.
cool whip.
Oh.
So I was
you were right,
closest.
actually.
So I did 2.
There's only 2.
So, her AP is minus.
The AP is -4.
Oh, okay. That's tasty.
Because it's -3 AP.
Jesus, she's a fucking tank.
She minces shit.
She makes a solitaire look like like I'm throwing a sponge at someone. Anyway, 2 4+ invulnerable saves,
Yeah.
of which I save 1. How many damage is it?
2.
2. So 1's on 2 damage. One had already taken a wound. She's got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
Then I've got 3 4+ feel no pains against those mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Of which I fail 3. So 1 bike will now die, and 1 has got 2 wounds remaining.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I lied.
They've got 5 wounds now.
They've got 5 wounds each, and 1's got 1 wound remaining. 3 wounds remaining.
Okay.
Doesn't matter really, does it?
And then she's going to consolidate 6 inches backwards.
Is she now?
She doesn't feel great if this combat goes horribly wrong. And then we'll do the incubi.
Incubi! I kind of want to get clapped by this.
What? You kind of want to, or don't want to? Incubi have got 3 attacks each.
Amazing! Amazing!
While you're counting dice, Son of Russ has just become a skald.
What a fucking hero. At Scald tier as well. Scald tier means he gets additional discount on the merchandise on Teespring on YouTube.
Nice.
And soon, the next t-shirt that'll be going live on the merchandise site on YouTube will be Ultramarine Brom.
Picture of my face.
Legend.
Well, soon, as a Black Legionnaire.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I look really good as a Blade Guard.
That, by the way, was a sexual beat.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying having slightly long hair, but then it gets horrible when, like, if I move too quickly and it all goes in my face. It's a bit.
I could let this down and you'd be surprised how long it's got.
That's what they all say.
I don't let that down, trust me. It just sort of sticks out a little bit.
Can I choppy you?
Yes.
Right. Incubi. Hitting on 2s. Not re-rolling ones, but that's fine. I only missed twice.
Hitting on 2s?
They're weapon skill 2.
Oh my.
We are strength 5, but you're mean, and your tough is 6. So that means I wound you on 5s.
You do, yeah.
They're damage 2.
No,
on the roll of a 6, they're damage 3. Oh, that's not bad actually. That's a lot better than I thought it was going to go.
It's okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are they AP millions?
AP -4.
So I've got 3 wounds left on a bike.
Yeah.
No, 4 wounds left on a bike.
Do I get to choose which one you do first? It doesn't matter really, does it?
Well, yeah, it will.
Who gets to choose?
It will matter, won't it? No
yeah,
way.
because if you did those 2 first, which are 2 damage each, and you failed it, it kills 1.
Yeah.
And if you did those 2 second, and you fail both of them, that kills another one, because that's 6 damage.
Yeah.
But if you do those 2 first, then 1 will probably die.
And then those 2 would mean 1 would live with a wound remaining.
Or if you do them one at a time.
I've always thought
you did normal save last time.
I've always thought the players whose turn it was allocated the wounds.
I thought they did it in addition. Does it not normally say
Actually,
in
no.
addition?
Forget that, because if you do the 3s first,
The guy dies.
he dies because he's only got 3 wounds left, right?
No, 4.
He's got 4 wounds.
Yeah.
So you're better off doing those then.
So I want to do the
you.
2 3s first.
Actually, no, you go 2 and 2, realistically. I don't matter.
Eddie, hurry up.
We'll do these ones there. The 2 damage eaches. Fill your boots.
No, I'm going to do the 3 damage eaches. Fuck you.
Okay.
You killed enough this turn already, you twat. 4 up in Vuns. Loved it.
Oh.
And now we'll move on to the 3 damage eaches. 4 up in Vuns. Loved it. Cool.
So it didn't matter.
Didn't matter. You bounce like a bouncy thing on a bouncy day. On a bouncy castle bouncing with a pogo stick.
Now for the witches.
Witches be tripping.
While you're just checking that out, we had a super chat from Ginger Steve.
Did we?
Yeah, it's a surprise, I know. He said, it's a shame Eddie isn't here. With all those beards, if Eddie was there, it would have looked like the start of The Hobbit. Nobody is mentioning hair after Liam got those cornrows in. No words could express what chat was feeling then.
I'll take. I've said this a million times before, and I will reiterate my previous comment. I'll take hair comments from anyone because you can't give out banter if you can't take it.
100%.
Which is a fact, right? However, I'd like to remind everyone his name is Ginger Steve,
And he's not even ginger.
so for all the people that are
like claiming something he's
ill-equipped
not.
to comment, a ginger person in the sunlight, he can't. He just can't. He can't comment.
He just can't, you know.
And then through the
love
chat,
Steve,
there
I'm
has
joking.
been some chat about the biscuits. And whether I sucked off all the chocolate fingers.
They are not. They are not suggy.
They're
There was a
not
lot of
soggy.
sucking
I
off
crunched the
involved.
shit out of them. They're gone.
Where are the cookies? Where are the nice biscuits?
Oh, they're over here if you want.
Still sealed.
Yeah, I haven't opened them yet.
Don't make all that noise in front of the microphone. It will annoy chat.
As they all go deaf at the same time.
Son of Russ as well. We should say, Son of Russ, who has become a member of the channel. What a legend! Don't forget to hit ! Discord in the chat. Now you are a YouTube member. You can come and have unadulterated access to the Discord server. Are you in it?
And come to Dempsey.
The what?
The Discord server for the channel. You probably should join it.
Potato.
Since Eddie and Brom have got free access because they are bellends, people who are on the channel a lot. You could also get access. What are you doing?
These are all my dice.
You have to do stuff though, Joe. Like play a game and know all the dice. Would you
So-
like a biscuit?
Hang on.
Liam?
Hang on.
Ragnarok has said it was controlling player. It didn't matter, luckily, in the end.
Because you passed them all. Because you're like, and what?
Thank you, Brom, for the biscuits.
Thank you.
After Joe stole all my cookies
Yeah, I gave
You
a
said you
stash.
didn't like them.
and spat my lunch milk in my face. I used to think it was milk.
Do you know what? I did a rookie mistake earlier. I left
Spider-Man.
my drink next to your laptop, which was whirring away, so it's rather warm.
Yeah.
Right, I got 51 attacks.
Fuck me.
From 10 witches. Or Hecatrix Blood Brides, should I say. So hitting on 2s.
Tricks.
Because when you upgrade them to Hecatrix
You're
Blood
not
Brides,
Custodes.
they're better. I'm not allowed to read.
Do you know how to win that, Joe?
What's that?
Actually, what you should have done is watch last week's stream. Manny does everything in halves, and it pisses Liam off.
Oh,
Poppy
my.
psychs him
So
out.
out of 51 attacks, I missed twice. I am now wounding you on 6s because toughness 6.
Why did I give him the blue die?
Did you chatting away always? And while he's trying to pick stuff up, I'm going to comment on something. And this
Can you help me with my baby hands?
Is a channel member. Says Ginger Steve, come to Central America. Here, gingers are considered sex symbols instead of soulless pariahs.
Can you get that?
I love
6?
that.
Just grasp them between my tiny little finger. Right. So 6 to wound. I can't re-roll because
How many did you hit?
Well, he missed twice out of 51.
I know. I was just trying to get whether he's going to count his hand or not.
Also, I did see in the chat, because I am keeping a close eye on it as well,
Yeah,
just because I know how rusty Brom is. I did see someone say...
Rusty Brom, isn't
Yeah.
that a move?
I did see someone say, why have VT moved to a Wednesday? Are they competing? No, they moved to Wednesday. So they originally didn't want to come to Wednesdays because we were streaming on Wednesdays. But they moved to Wednesdays for their own reasons. So Mondays are too close to being after event weekends and they're all knackered. Tuesday, Stephen thinks he's part of Top Gun doing volleyball. So they can't do Tuesdays. Thursdays and Fridays, well, they get ready for event weekends on Fridays. So Wednesdays was only really the one that worked for all of them.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we offer completely different content because ours is fun and interesting. So it's not competing when you offer a different brand of content. They offer like heavy competitive, meta focused, and we offer entertainment. So that's 5 saves, Joe, of 2+, right? AP nothing?
-3.
What? So they hit on 2s and then minus
Oh no, actually,
3.
wait, hang on. No, I think it's -4 on the roll of a 6. So,
Just to see whether it's
3
well.
failed.
3, I've got 1 on 4 wounds remaining, so one guy's going to live with a wound remaining.
Anyway, so
1 damage.
Good.
Yeah, because it's each time an attack made with a model with this unit would trigger the blade artist ability, which on a roll of a 6 is an additional -1 AP. Page the armor penetration characteristic of the attack is increased by 3 instead of 1. So actually they're -4 on the roll of a 6 to wound. And you can give them rerolls to wound as well. And
Thank God for 4 guns. However, you took another 3 wounds off of me, and I had a guy with 4 wounds remaining, 5 wounds remaining, 4 wounds remaining. Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
So I'm now going to do some. So I don't know what the fuck's what here.
so I've got a unit of.
Has he fought? Has he fought?
Oh no, he hasn't yet.
For fuck's sake!
He's got the. He hasn't got the Digium Blade. I gave him a different thing. Thanks for reminding me, though. You're a good egg. Thanks for reminding me what models do. Right. He has got 5 attacks. Oh, there's 5 dice here. It was meant to be. He hits you on 2s.
Dad says if you want swearing in serious VT, if you want no swearing in serious VT, if you want banter and horrendous haircuts this stream,
You missed the biscuits, but yeah, pretty on the nail.
it's pretty spot on that.
He is only strength 3 with a Husk Blade. -2 damage.
You've got to roll a hit first.
I've already hit, and I've wounded you twice. At -3. So, was that a 6? One's
Kill
dead.
one with white. Missed you, Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Is that the end of your turn?
He gets to fight back now.
I feel like I want to fight the Incubi.
Are you?
What's their
gonna
save?
Like,
They have got a 3+ armor save, and currently they have a 6+ invulnerable. The Witches have a 4+ invulnerable save in combat. The Archon has a 2+ invulnerable
I
save.
only asked the one question, Joe. Jesus.
I'm on the flow now.
What does the Archon have?
It has a 2+ invulnerable save, but as soon as he fails it, it's gone.
I feel like my 3 CP spent, so half rerolls and transhuman was probably a waste. Well, actually, to be fair,
Actually, no, because you'd be dead.
the succubus would clap me. Yeah. So to be fair,
Yeah.
that's not too bad.
Okay, because the Witches would get reroll 1s to hit.
So I'm going to
And
spend a CP.
I could have spent a stratagem to do complete full rerolls.
Spend a CP for Avenge the Fallen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Which means each of my bikes gains an additional attack because you've killed a model, basically.
Oh, yeah.
If I was below half strength, then I would have got 2 additional attacks per model. I'll just get 1. So my Virtus Praetors, they do have 4 attacks each, which will now be 5.
Crikey, O'Reilly.
Shut up, you rolled 51 dice. You fucking crikey me.
You're going after my Incubis.
I go after your Incubis, yeah. Bye-bye, Incubi-buys.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to hit you on 2, sir. You ready for this? Yeah, ready for this? I throw one on the floor.
I should have gone -1 hit, but oh well.
Did you want to go -1 to hit now?
Nah, it's alright.
Sure.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah.
So I hit you with all but 2. So we
Yeah.
can do that too. I can also hit you with all but 2. But it wasn't with 49. Now, I am strength 7.
So that means you're wounding me on 2s.
I am indeed.
Because I am toughness elf.
And I can reroll a wound roll because I'm Emperor's Chosen.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a 5. That many saves, Jay.
How many is that many?
That is 11, sir, at -3. 2 damage each. You're on 6s.
They're dead.
He did! He did!
You did straight up murderize them, though.
I did murderize them, yeah.
Chat, it's not quite yet turn 2.
I kicked you in the bitch, yeah.
Just
Joe's taking
saying.
forever, honestly. End of your turn, Joe, right?
I can fight twice with the Witches, but I'm
fuck's
not going to just to kill one bike man.
He's still got transhuman on.
Yeah,
and
it's not
free
worth
rolls.
it at the moment.
So end of your turn.
Yarp.
Do you score any points?
I do. Raise the banners, yo!
That's 5 victory points for Joe for raising Zas banners. Woohoo! Is that all you did? Would you like to throw any of those away?
Can I throw both of them at the wall very hard?
You can, but then you can't score the next turn if you throw them away. Would you like to keep them or throw them away?
I did set up a really sick play.
It's not a fucking hard question.
I'm going to keep them.
There we go, good,
You
thanks.
can throw one away.
Which means it's
No.
Custodes turn 2. Right, back round 2. Up to 4 of my finest command points, Joe, Back to my secondary deck of secondaryness.
Oh yeah, you're totally.
Deploy teleport homer, motherfucker. Raise banner, motherfucker. Overwhelming firepower. When the secondary mission is active, keep an overwhelming firepower tally. Each time an enemy unit is destroyed by a ranged attack made by a model in your army, add 1 to your overwhelming firepower tally. The secondary mission is achieved once your overwhelming firepower tally reaches a certain number, which depends on your battle size as follows. Incursion 2, Strike Force 3. If when the secondary objective is first drawn, for your battle phase, your opponent has fewer than this number of units on the battlefield, excluding those
Score less points.
Yeah, you basically get tiers. They've got it anyway.
Shoot stuff, big money.
So you have to kill 3 units
So
in
I can
shooting.
bin one with a CP.
Probably the last one.
Oh, I don't, because that Dreadnought's got a spicy flamer, isn't it? It's a damage
you
chain
have to
flamer, isn't it?
kill 3 units in shooting to score 5 points
Can your bikes fall back and shoot?
Do you know what I forgot to
with
do?
a CP.
What's
Which
that?
is probably lucky for you.
Fight back with
I
that.
forgot to heroically intervene on my teleporting shield captain.
You
I
can.
also need to fight back with that Custodes as well.
Yeah. Did you want to get rid of your dice? Your dice.
I'm going to fight
your
back with him
cards?
first. 2s.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
2s. Oh no, yours. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
toughness 4. I
Yeah,
think.
so AP minus lots. AP minus 3. 2 damage each.
2,
3 are dead.
3 are dead.
Lol.
And then
Morale.
Row.
Morale.
I am leadership 8. I've lost 2.
Yeah,
They're
you're
fine.
good, you're good.
They are living the
Do you
dream.
care which 2? No, good. Okay, here you go.
3. You killed 3.
I killed 3.
Because Custodes.
Because Custodes.
I love Custodes.
You're one custody.
Yeah.
Do I want to get rid of... So I like... Raise banner, deploy teleport homer is in your... So I'm gonna spend a CP and bin deploy teleport homer. Ballsy this now, right? Because these are restricting the number of cards I can draw. I'm going to put another one which is called Area Denial. If you have 1 or more units from your army wholly within a certain range of the centre of the battlefield and there are no enemy units with... Well, that's good. I've scored that one already. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Totally stacked deck coming on here.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Strike Force 12 inches.
Ooh. And what about the?
They got to die.
What about the guys over there?
Yeah, and
Where are
those
they?
Hellions.
No, they're not within 12 inches of the centre. No, they're not. So it's just this group of Hellions here that's got to die. They gonna get clapped!
The Dreadnought can do that job. Quite comfortably.
Yeah, the Dreadnought should fuck their
It's
shit up.
like, I heard you enjoy being dead. So we'll sort that out.
So we're going to keep that one because I have to.
Move on to your
Movement phase. Yeah, cool. I spent my CP, so I'm going to go down to 3 because I'm spending them like a beast.
So chat. We got a super chat.
The super chat that just can't
Ginger
stop.
Steve is mentioned in the box to do with the super chat, but it's not Ginger Steve. It says here's a super chat just so
Touch
you can
my
say
bum.
it isn't from Ginger Steve. It's from Skaven Sniper. Love the banter. It's just like the smack him and his friends toss around each time they play.
Say all those words again.
So he loves the banter, just like the smack my friends and I toss around each time we play.
And we do enjoy tossing around in here.
I love a good toss around. Yeah, it's my favourite.
It gets sticky though.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
What are you thinking? What is going through
So
your
I'm
brain?
going to spend 2 CP. The first one allows my bikes to fall out of combat and charge.
Ah,
The second one allows my bikes to fall out of combat and shoot.
we have to do a roll-off. A sausage roll-off. It's called no escape. We roll off. If I win, you can't leave combat.
Is that a stratagem?
No, it's a witch inbuilt ability.
Tasty.
Annoyingly, you didn't have any Shardnet and Impalers because that actually...
So I don't have to spend my CP until I've fallen back. So that's good. So let's do the roll off.
I've rolled a 5.
So I'm going to get...
Where's Manny's dice?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Well, don't get the dodgy dice.
Dice can please, Brom.
Oh yeah, I'm going. 3.
You don't beat me though, so I get to fall back,
so you
don't
get
I?
away. So that is where the 10 points of Shardnet and Impaler comes in, because then he's like, "No, good sir, I've caught your giant custody bike with my tiny little fishing net." Where are you going?
I'm going to go shoot some Hellions,
Rude.
then charge into a Ravager.
Wow.
We've
I'm
had
doing to my man.
Oh man, it's my man.
had
You're
another
borrowing.
super chat.
Oh god, you're laughing already. Do I want to know?
My shoelace is coming down.
It's from Ginger Steve.
Oh, fucking hell.
He says, here's a super chat, just because it isn't from Skaven Sniper.
Wow.
Which is the same line. It's amazing. Just need to let Liam know that Mighty Joe Young can win no matter how much you microwave the cards.
Yeah.
Joe's got this, Drukhari Master. He's delusional.
he's mad.
But he's got your back, mate.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
Ginger Steve, Super Steve.
For the laugh,
Yeah.
because I like a good laugh.
Yeah.
Can you spend that last CP for me?
We're gonna go.
Let's put me down to
Top down
0.
and see some stuff.
And these guys are going to unleash das Lions.
Woo!
Or they
That's
just,
German for unleash the lions.
or they're just gonna.
Literal translation:
Yeah.
unleash the lions.
And
Alright?
what does that mean? They just
That means
roar
they're
at
now
you
individual units of 1, all 3 of
for
them.
1 CP.
Yeah, unless they're
For
more
you
than...
on.
Sorry, I'm.
Is it 1 CP?
Gonna throw
Check
it
it,
back
because it
just
might
for
be
Joe's
2. I think it's
reaction.
2 if it's like 4 or more. But
What? It's 4 or more CP.
Joe,
Sounds about
what
right.
was that like? It was for one.
For 1 CP.
check it for me, because it might be 2 CP if they're 2 or 3 or more, but I think it's 4 or more.
What's it? Unleash the Lions.
Unleash das Lions, yeah, it's written in German.
Yeah, I'll go top down again.
Thank you.
There you go.
From Creeping Dread, Rapid Reaction.
So chat's come up with the next name of the channel because apparently you haven't changed it for a while, so it's coming.
Fuck off.
Oh, here we are.
Banter, beards, and buns. I don't.
Tight buns.
Chat, you have to understand. Channel isn't changing.
Yeah.
It's there.
So unleash
This is
Das
it.
Lions. Use a stratagem in your command phase. Too late, you can't play it.
Boom. Ooh.
Select one Alaris Custodians unit from your army that contains 2 or more models. Until the end of the battle, each model in that unit becomes its own unit. In Crusade battles, treat that unit as if it were combat squads.
Yeah.
Core units. Units could be more than 2 squads. If
fair, it doesn't
Alaris
affect anything, so
Custodians
it's
unit contains 3 or fewer models, this stratagem costs 1 CP.
Cool, okay.
Otherwise,
So, 2 CP for Unleash the Lions. I will only spend 1 CP to allow them to fall out of combat and charge rather than fall out of combat and shoot, and I won't use my Hurricane Bolters. There you go, done.
Sick.
Sick blood in it. Swap, because I need to get to my phone to see what the Dreadnought does, because I don't know. And if I fail the charge, now I'm fucked.
It runs over the stuff and flips it.
Flips at the bird.
I think it gets like extra free attacks on the charge with that sword.
Yeah,
Or
it
is
gets to
D3?
flame you as well, doesn't it?
Do they still get the pendant of the potato? What's it called?
The pendant of the potato?
It gives them like +1 attack, +1 strength or something. The people know. The people. I don't know which ones, but the people.
Cool! Cool, in it. Right, sweet.
Wicked sick.
So I've done some Harry Von movings, right? So we have kept him in combat because I'm pretty confident I can clap those 2 Hellions.
Oh, Cult of Strife always strikes first.
He's just making it up, isn't he, as he goes along?
Yeah, which how you win.
Which
cheat.
Which you've left them who in combat? Sorry, do you mind?
So now I might fall him out.
Oh,
Now I know that. I didn't know they'd just fight first, flat. Because he might get clapped by 2 Hellions.
Yeah, they'd be like, whoop,
So what I'm going to do
and he
then
falls over dead.
is I'll fall him back onto this. I'll fall him back to here. I don't actually have to hold that objective anymore.
No, I feel
because-
like I've made it worse for that Hellion squad.
Because during your command phase, you did have an objective secured unit within range,
So I had an objective secured unit within range of that one.
so you still hold it.
Okay. And I held that one with the bikes.
You did.
So I got
So it's
2.
not
So I
sticky.
got 10 victory points. Right?
Yes, you did.
And I did the action on this one, so I got 12 victory points. Because I
You
did the action on this one. You didn't do the action anyway, did you? Did you do the
What?
action here?
I didn't actually there, but there's a
You
different
will do
action.
in turn 2, yeah.
What? No. I did that action in turn 1 with that unit back there.
You did.
To claim the objective.
Yeah.
So now I gain 2 points.
You act as still controlling it. I think you have to do the action every turn. It says about that. Look at the claim action. You have to do it each turn.
Claim
To
defeated.
claim it, but you still, by claiming it, you control it, don't you?
I think he's lying to me.
It's in the second and third.
One or more enemy units from your army with the infantry keyword can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase. Each unit must be in range of a different objective marker that you control. The action is completed at the end of your turn. If successfully completed, that objective marker is claimed by your army. It is unclaimed if your opponent controls it at the start of any phase. So it's just claimed.
It's just
Can I
claim.
Just get 2 points.
Can I say that I did it with those rats?
Yes, you
Because they're
can,
literally
yes.
just.
So that's claim, which means I get 12 victory points. 5 for that one, 5 for that one, 2 for having done that action, and that's now currently claimed. I will lose it, however, if Joe moves on to that objective.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not claiming any others because it's Choss.
Indeed, Choss.
Actually, I'm lying to you. I'm going to use one Alaris Custodian to claim that one as well.
Because he's infantry.
Because one of them can stay there and do it on his own. Because lol. Sweet! Right, so I'm going to fall him out of combat.
And then the other 3 are going to run over and punch him very hard in the
yeah.
face, I assume.
Right. Cool. The other 3 are then going to fuck their shit up.
What I would do if I was you,
I don't care.
tactical genius,
Okay.
is charge and then string that unit out to be in range of that number 2 objective. So then you're back holding it again.
We'll worry about that as when the time comes, Joe. I'm not worried about it right now. I could just move through the ruins, couldn't I, and shoot you from through here. Like this, right? You should probably just shut up.
Keep
Joe.
my beautiful face shut.
Yeah. You should shut up that purdy mouth. Oh, hang on. Oh,
Moving
hang on.
train.
Oh, hang
You
on.
know.
Cheating. Don't see that on Vanguard. Right. So,
It's not about
Right,
playing,
okay,
playing
cool,
by, it's not
right.
about playing by the rules.
so we've now done this shenanigans over here, and we've moved them in range of those Hellions so I can blast you with my 2 damage weapons because fuck you charging me and killing 2 of my Custodians, right? And he's
Yeah.
falling out because he's sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a sore bumhole.
Yeah.
This Dreadnought's moved up because I can draw big to these Hellions. These bikes have fallen out of combat, and I spent a CP to put them in, I think it's Solar Watch, which then means I can fall back and still charge because it's cool, right? I can't shoot them now though, but fuck it, I can charge your Ravager thing, which was pretty devastating to that the other Dreadnought. These 3 Alaris Custodians are then able to teleport in here, being 9 inches away from everyone. I think he needs to be back a bit actually. But basically, I can draw a line of sight to those Hellions, and they're 2 damage axes and your 2 wound Hellions. Sweet. So they need to die, so I can hold the middle of the board for.
So like what I said is like, they're Will Smith,
and
those
you're
are
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Going in for the slap. Right. Cool. Which moves us. Oh, and the bikes came over this way because they can fly. We've unleashed the Lion's Hiss. We've got 3 individual Alaris Custodians, which is cool because it means I can charge different things and hopefully keep you tied up for a while.
Makes sense.
Anywho, into some shootings phase. We're going to start off with the 3 Guardian Spears over here.
Yeah.
All right. I dropped the dice. I'll pick it up. I won't be lazy. Rapid firing Guardian Spears. Do you have any negatives to hit?
No.
2s.
Probably. Yes. Maybe. Roll the dice.
I'll judge and play my strat after you've rolled the dice.
So I've hit you 5 times, sir.
Ooh. Fine. I am toughness 4.
As a Hellion?
Yeah.
As an elf?
Yeah, it's because they're
Because you've got a board you stood on.
they've got the Green Goblin board, haven't they?
So I'll wound you on 4s. I have wounded you 3 times. They're AP -1, sir. What's your elf save?
5 plus, I believe.
So 6s now.
So 6s. 3 6s coming at you.
And they're 1 damage each.
They're all dead.
I'm lying, they're 2 damage each.
Yeah, they're dead. They're dead. I can't
Everybody's
reach
dead,
that far.
So that Hellion unit,
Yeah.
that Suicide Hellion unit. We're now going to move on to the Terminate unit here. They're going to fire everything into the other Hellions. So 3 rapid fire Custodian axes, hitting you on 2s.
I think I've got -1 to hit.
You should have done, yeah. You didn't, did you? You're too busy eating a fucking cookie. Priorities, Joe.
Batman.
4s. And I can reroll a wound roll because I'm Emperor's Chosen. So that was a 6. So that's 3 at AP -1. Pew, 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 pew. 2 die. And then I've got my Ballastaris grenade launchers, which I think are D3 each now. Is that right? Am I right, Joe? Is it D3
I think they're
each?
D3 blast, aren't they?
I think they're D3 blast, yeah. So we have 3D3 for a total of 6 shots.
Oh, crikey.
Hitting you on 2s. Missed you twice.
Oh.
I'm going to reroll that one because that's majorly cocked. Cool. And then these are strength good. So these are strength 5.
Oh.
Wins you on 3s. And they're AP -3.
So -3.
And 1 damage each.
6 plus invulnerable saves. 1 takes a wound.
There's 3 of them, mate. There's 3 of them.
I knew that. Doesn't matter.
Cool. 1 takes a wound. 1 takes just 1 wound.
I'm going to take
Then I'm going to move on to my Golathus Dreadnought with his Flamer of Doom. 2d6. Ooh.
Big 3.
Ooh. Auto hits you though, and it's strength 6. So 3's to wound you.
Yep.
AP -1, and he's Emperor's Chosen. I can reroll a wound roll. So 3 wounds at -1.
66s. What's that damage?
The 1 damage each.
Oh.
So another one dies, and
what-
one loses a wound.
Yeah.
Bada bum, bum, bum.
Another one loses a wound.
That's upsetting. I was expecting them to be dead, although I think you might be out of range of 12 now. We'll see. Anywho, we're going to move on, Joe. We're going to keep going. I'm going to annoy the shit out of you now. this Terminator can see through the window
Yeah.
to this guy.
Yeah.
And he's the nearest.
Yeah.
Do you know why you can see him?
guys.
Because line of sight's not a
Yes, he's
block.
got eyes! You fucking wanker. Do I shoot him?
He can't actually see him. There's a physical wall in the way. But I know that
I can see her.
I know that you intended to see. You know.
If I can't see him, I can't
No, it's
see
all right.
him.
He's just gone up to the wall. He's like, oh.
I can see her instead. I'm going to shoot her. She's annoying. I'm going to shoot her instead.
Yeah.
Dagger, 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 dagger. Hit you twice.
Nice.
Dagger, 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 dagger. Wound you twice. AP -1.
4 up in one.
Because
So that's 2 damage so far.
She's down to.
what you see is
D3,
Custodes running up towards
1,
and then leaning around them.
2s. Misses.
That's what it's in all the narrative.
Yeah.
Custodes not walking up to the gap; they walk up to the wall, lean round, and nosy.
Yeah. Well, they use the side of their spear, which is incredibly shiny, like a Saving Private
That actually
Ryan.
could
They
be
use
a
it
real
to look
thing.
round the corner.
So
That's legit,
because
right?
they're proper clever.
So now the other 2 are going to shoot at the big squad of witches.
Rude.
Bitches be witches, right? We're going to kill them. So the first one...
I am going to lightning
Oh, for
fast
fuck.
reflexes on them. So -1 to hit. Down a 4.
Oh, I get to reroll that 1 to hit because my shield captain's nearby. I forgot about that. So I do hit her in the end. And I wound her on that. No, I failed that one. I can reroll a wound roll because I'm Emperor's Chosen. There you go. So I do wound her.
Stop
AP -3.
making up rules.
AP -3.
She's fine.
Fuck off. What was the point? Right, so the first Guardian Spear, hitting you on 2s. There's your lightning
3s
fast
to
for you.
-1.
Yeah, well, who cares? Double 6s. Strength is 4, toughness is 3, so 3's to wound you. And I'm going to save my reroll wound for my Battlestar's Grenade Launcher, so 1 at -1.
6.
D3 shots of the Battlestar's Grenade Launcher, which is 2.
That is blast.
Gonna hit you on 2s.
So it's minimum 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
So I hit you all 3 times.
That lightning fast is really paying
Yeah,
off.
it's cool, isn't it? Strength 5, so I wound you on 3s, and I won't use my reroll wound because I wound you 3 times. I'll AP -3.
2 have died.
2 more die. Okay, cool. Next shield captain, next one will do the same thing. How many are in the unit right now?
2, 4, 6, 7.
So the Battlestar's Grenade Launcher, which is minimum 3, blast.
Yep.
Misses once.
Yeah.
Ooh, it did pay off. How many
did.
CPs was it for you?
1.
I've wounded you twice, AP -3. 1 damage each.
2 dead.
Rapid fire my spear! Pow, 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 pow. Oh, I miss you both times so far. I get to reroll the 1 because the shield captain. I actually miss you both times. Shield captain will have a go. Battlestar's Grenade Launcher. Not minimum 3 anymore, is it?
Not minimum 3.
D3. For 3, there you go, minimum
That's
3.
why he's in charge.
2s. Rerolling the 1s. No, I can't.
No. Yeah, so 3s.
AP -3. I can't reroll the 1 because I can't. Range of myself doesn't count anymore.
You are a main.
But I've got my dagger spear. I hit you once. I wound you once. It's AP -1.
Potato!
Potato!
That's
I
what we
think that's
shout
all
now.
I think that's all my shooting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's all my shooting, Joe.
My dead witchy witches.
I think that's all my shooting. So I'm going to have to do some Harry von Chargingtons. Okay. And you've got CP. We're going to start off with the Dreadnought. He's going to charge the Helions. And I need
A 7?
7 to get in range. And I've got no CP.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? Rob, are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
You don't look like you're ready
Are you
for
ready
it.
for this?
He's-
no, I was quickly
he's on
reading
his-
Get
something.
off a fucking Pornhub. Right.
Yeah, but it's really good.
8. He rolled.
LOL! That's what the noise it makes when he charges. Just in case you weren't aware. The bikes are going to charge you Ravager.
I'm not going to Overwatch.
Really? Why wouldn't you? Okay, cool.
Actually, I will.
They're in. Go on, then you overwatch me for a CP.
So down to 3.
3 shots hitting on 6s.
Nothing. But I get free reroll. No.
That's why
Close.
I wouldn't have.
That's why I wouldn't have done it.
But to be fair, you would have killed a bike probably.
Yeah, if it goes through.
I would normally dump these all over that terrain, but they're not my models, they're Winters', and that one's just come off the stand, and I don't want to do it, so I don't want to damage them, alright? But you get the impression. They're all going to be in with the prowl.
Touchy touchy.
Chat says, don't forget your free blades.
Free blades?
Oh, miserable courtiers.
Yeah.
They reminded me about my miserable courtiers, Joe.
There's extra
Right.
attacks, Joe, just for the lols.
Over-
One extra attack.
Over here.
Strength 5, isn't it?
Over here, Joe. What we're going to do over here now.
Strength in your face.
So this Alaris Custodian will charge these witches,
Yeah.
and he's going to go this far. He's going to go a mighty 10,
Oh my.
which is cool, because it means he can go around here.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense.
I failed my action, by the way, because I shot with all of them.
Oh,
Who cares? This one's going to charge you
I
as
will
well.
put the whole unit back. If
No.
you
No, I'd rather kill the witches. So he gets a massive charge as well, because he's a big dick player.
Massive.
And he's going to charge the weird dude with the weird things. Cool, he'll make that as well. Which means I can keep him in range of the objective marker. Sweet work, Centurion. And the shield captain is just going to stand there and give them some words of encouragement.
Like stab, slash, hack. Are you in range of reroll? 2 are in range. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
You'll give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Cool. So which of your stuff can fight first?
Witches. I would say the Hellion. Oh, the Hellion's there.
Cool, so all of your stuff can fight first. Sweet, where would you like to start, sir?
Oh, no, because you charged. So when you get fight first,
I
you
charge.
You charge, so you get to swing first with 1, and then fight first basically it gives me a free interrupt.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Where's Mackenzie? Is Mackenzie still in the chat, Brom?
I'm
He
pretty
is.
sure if you charge,
he's commenting all day.
you swing first, you get the first one.
I thought if you
and
would
then
fight first, I thought we just
then-
both go to fight normal.
No,
That was the case.
because it's your turn, isn't it? It's your
Yeah,
charging
yeah.
unit. If he made you fight last, then you don't get to fight.
So
Yeah.
I think I'm going to chop the shit out of your Hellions if that's the case.
You do get to pick a unit.
So Contemptor Galatus Dread, he has a mighty 5 attacks. And with my Warblade, I make D3 additional attacks with this weapon. Just the 3. That's right. 8 attacks of a Dreadnought. How are you feeling about that?
They're going to die.
That's right.
Love it.
So I hit you on just 2s, of course.
2 because Custodes.
Ooh.
Oh, do you get a free reroll? Because Custodes?
No, why would I do that?
I don't know.
I'm now going to wound you, however. I'm strength many. I'm strength 7.
Oh, so you're only wounding me on 3s.
I am. I'm Emperor's Chosen, so I get a reroll.
Makes sense.
They're only AP -3 and 3 damage each.
Oh, I see. How many is that? 6?
6, sir.
Right? So I need to roll 5 6s. It's been done before.
Yeah, it's not happening this time.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. They're dead, Dave. So now you can fight with your homunculus or your witches.
I'm going to go with my witches, actually.
Witches be tripping.
Witches be tripping. Over there. So that costs me 2 CP, but you know what? Oh no, that costs us 3. I'm not going to give away 3 CP.
You can pay CCB
No,
for
that's right.
one.
We're all good. We're all
You
good.
just interrupted yourself.
So for I need some dice.
Can I interrupt you interrupting me?
No.
Oh.
Night Lord upgraded his membership to
Did he?
Jarl.
What a big dick player.
Yep.
Basically, what we've worked out in the chat is the higher up the leadership, higher up the levels you go in the ranks, the bigger your penis is.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, it's true.
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
It's not bad, actually,
Yeah.
is it?
So Hasirs, they pay £2 a month just to get access to Discord and support the channel, which is amazing, because hopefully soon we can pay Eddie a wage, because he needs to do some more editing and stop being so boring in chat.
Yeah.
But then, because £2, right? Skulls are a bit bigger, £5. Jarls are probably normal human size, at £9. And then Thanes and Aces, well, they're like fucking blue whale cocks. The dick's bigger than the man at that point. Anyway, witches first. Which one are you fighting?
Which witch?
Yeah, they're two different.
These witches are going to attack that guy.
That guy?
That guy there.
Cool.
Specifically.
Specifically.
The one you poked in the head.
Yeah.
Specifically.
The one with fluff on his spear.
Yeah.
So, I'm hitting you on 2s and I'm re-rolling 1s.
I'm making it gentle for you. It's a lot of ones there, Jay.
There is a lot of 1s. But that's fine. We're going to convert those all to hits. Oh, I missed once. 21 attacks out of 4 ladies. Would you believe it? I'm wounding you on 5s now. I'm re-rolling 1s.
Are you?
Yeah.
Winning on 5s, we're rolling ones. Well, that's many ones. Many 5s, eh? It's not a bad go already. Out of the box doesn't count.
Eddie's
Brom can't control himself. Have you heard this? He's on the deck. He just starts down the microphone to everyone before I hear what's going on.
Oh, giggling. Eddie's just comments away. He's doing his dancing monkey stuff. He's responded to your comment about
The size of his
sizes
penis.
of penis, and that's why he's only a hussar.
5 at -1, 2 at -4.
So 3 ups. It's not a great start.
It's not great to be that Custodes, man.
4 ups. He lives.
Just.
He lives with a wound remaining. Now you've made him angry. So there's no other. I'll fight the homunculus
Oh, no,
now.
he makes you, that guy there, fight last.
Who? Which guy's
My
that?
Archon is going to make him fight last.
But I charged.
It doesn't matter. It's just his warlord trait. You pick a unit in engagement range and they fight last. He's like, no, sir.
So, no. So, oh my god.
Just whispers it in his ear.
So I'm going to fight with my Guardian Spear into your bitches be tripping, right? So I hit you on 2s with the Guardian Spear.
Yes.
I reroll 1s because of my shield captain.
Which one are you rolling with? That guy there?
The one that you just hurt. He's now
Specific.
sore. He's upset.
Yeah.
So he's strength with his Guardian Spear, 7.
2s. There's 4.
They're AP minus 3.
4 up inlands. Because witches.
Because witches.
Be tripping.
Oh, you
2
killed
die.
2.
And then I get to stab you with a knife. Stab! I hit you. Stab! I wounded you. Oh, yeah,
Oh no, I took off this fancy whippy lady, she can stay.
Your turn to fight, Joe, with your homunculus.
No, the Archon doesn't have the fight first. So this other guy would pile in and fight, and then my Archon
Yeah, he will.
fights.
You ready for this?
You ready for this?
Go on. Oh,
I've hit you 4 times with my spear.
you have.
I've wounded you 4 times with my spear at minus 3. 2
4 up
damage each.
inlands. Yeah, he killed them.
Yeah, I'm going to stab you. Stab you.
They're dead.
I've stabbed you again
Just-
on the way down.
He's just stabbing the air.
Stabbed you right in the clitoris.
Wow.
Right. Now your homunculus can fight. Will you stop stop trying to hit me and hit me?
Well, you can, have you got dice ready?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Mr. Archon hits you all the
I was about
time.
to spend 2 CP, Joe.
Oh, I wound you on 5s. I rolled 2
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
AP minus.
Minus 2, minus 3.
So they're both on my 4-ups.
Yeah, the 2 damage each. Awesome.
Lol.
4 up
I'm now going to
inlands.
hit you back with my spear. Hit spear! I hit you all the time.
It's like, spear, spear, spear. He just shouts spear.
Is a homunculus tougher than a normal
An Archon?
elf?
No.
Spear! I get to reroll a wound because I'm Empress Chosen. Spear! I've wounded you 4 times. It helps if you shout spear. They're AP minus 3.
Save!
Save! Oh, he's lost his fucking streak.
That's 2 damage straight away. Was there 2 up shield for the same thing?
Yeah. So now he's on his 6 up.
Nice.
What turn are we on?
2.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. that special funky shield.
I would have re-rolled that.
You can't.
save.
You can't re-roll it either. You either fail it on the first dice you roll, or
It's 2 plus invulnerable.
yeah,
Yes, why wouldn't you have just see
you can't.
You're not allowed to
CP.
re-roll it.
You're not allowed
The
to.
rules say you can't re-roll it.
Yeah,
But if you fail it, it flickers out and you lost it.
yeah. There
sucks.
is a relic or a warlord trait that like gives you a 4-up once that's gone.
That was a successful turn for the Custodians.
That was quite good, wasn't it?
I was okay with that one. I know there's lots of stuff in this.
Oh,
stuff
your
in-
bikes get to absolutely Will Smith this boat.
While you're sorting that, CP.
It's definitely a new thing. 2 CP.
interrupting,
So
yeah.
it was back around 2. So you went up a CP. So you're up to 8. You're now back down to 6.
Doesn't matter, I'm playing anyway. The Hatzen D12 has super chatted.
That part of German again.
It is actually German. It says, hey Brom, I need you to read this. And then it's a pile of German, which translate to, great game, best wishes to both players and moderator, keep it up. I almost was tempted to have a go at reading the German, but I don't really want to insult you. And then there's another super chat from Not So Ginger Steve saying that he loved tonight's stream. Great to see Joe give Liam an ego boost after he was destroyed last week by Manny. What an absolute gentleman.
I won't lie to you. There's a couple of points with those witches and stuff where I was like, oh fuck. So everything makes me fight last. Everything hits super hard. I had to spunk my command points for a loop. Anyway, I have 4 attacks per bike.
Duh.
Right? Is there any minuses to hit, sir?
The bike?
Yeah.
The boat?
Yeah.
No.
Cool. 2s. So
That's good.
they've run into you pretty hard with my spears.
Yeah.
Let's see if they find the mark. Strength 7, toughness 6 on the boat,
Toughness 6.
and I get +1 a wound because I charged.
Banging. 2s.
I get to reroll a wound because I'm Empress Chosen. No, I'm not Empress Chosen. I spent a CP to put them in, I think, a solo watch so I can fall back and charge, so I don't get to reroll that wound. So, 7 wounds at AP minus 3.
5 up in Vun.
6 damage each.
I got this. 6 damage each.
I'm joking, it's 2.
Oh!
You do got this. That's only 8 wounds.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Joe,
Numbers. I don't know what numbers he's
2
got. Left.
miserable courtiers. 1 hits.
I think he's got 10 wounds. We might have to come back to this.
It wounds with a miserable courtier. And you took a wound.
I've got 1 attack back.
Have you?
I hit you on a 4. Missed.
You didn't hit me when I
Oh, but I get to reroll because I'm Black Heart. No.
So you failed to wound me back. My bikes have charged the boat and almost murdinated it. I want to know how many wounds that thing's got. Anyway, that means, Brom, it's the end of my turn. Did you add my 12 points to my primary?
You are, yes, and I actually might show scores before. Oh, where's Joe's? Oh, no, it's you.
So, so I get 5 points for area denial because I hold the centre and Joe's got nothing within 12.
Oh, he's got 11 wounds. Whoa, got 2 left.
Okay.
I chose not to raise the banner. And how many did I kill with firepower?
You did
1.
Enough, yeah, so
1.
you don't get that.
So I'm on 1. I need 2 more with firepower to get it up to 3. Do I keep it? And raise the banner. I could have raised the banner without... No, I couldn't. He fell out of combat.
Yeah.
So I can't raise the banner. I don't want to do actions because actions are boring. So I'm going to keep Elderworm in firepower because that's cool. I'm going to score area denial for the 5. And I'm going to raise the banner in the bin.
So at the end of Liam's turn 2, before Joe starts moving stuff, I press the button and we're currently at 27-5.
Wow, Joe. Cool.
But at the start of your turn, Joe,
He holds 1 here for 5.
and you get 2 extra
He
CP
holds
for
1 there
that.
for 10.
And he gets the 2 at the back. So
Did you do the action here as well? To claim
No,
it?
I did the other action for the thing. Yeah. Raise the banner.
Okay, which is worth more points.
Yes.
So you're going to get 12 victory points.
So it actually, at the start of Joe's turn, before he pulls secondaries and stuff, it goes to 27-17.
Yeah, but you do get to pull another secondary objective because you've only got 2 active ones at the moment.
Where's my pile of things?
I don't know. It's your admin. Sort yourself out.
A tempting target.
A tempting target. While the secondary mission is generated, your opponent must identify 1 objective marker in no man's land. This secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you control that identified objective marker. Come at me, brah.
Challenge accepted.
So Liam's just selected the middle one, yeah?
Yeah, with the 3 Illyris Custodians there going, hey! That's what they're doing. That's the noise they make as well.
Okay.
Like that. Hey!
So while you're doing your stuff, Joe,
And things.
and your things,
You can, of course, throw that one away if you want to for a CP.
you've asked for this, all right? Because you did request it. I will attempt German. Although you now super chatted more German down below. No, you haven't. Good.
Is this
I can
turn
do that.
2 or 3?
So I might
2.
even mute them while they're. No, you're not. He'll be right.
You've had 1 turn, Joe.
When you go into
is it Grossen Arten
strategic reserves, you're going to come on your deployment zone, can't you?
Not quite, no.
Mute. Forget. Okay. Chat. Besten wouldn't abil spielen die Moderation und Wetter so. Maybe? Okay, I'm hoping.
Were you trying to sing The Offspring?
No, Witten. I'm trying to get my W's to be V's and there's some double S's in there. I know those because they're a pain in the ass when it comes to dispatching stuff, which I do in my day job. So the and addresses and stuff, it messes right up. Anyway, so hopefully that is good for you. I'm sorry. Thanks Dave B for the super chat. Liam Brom and Mighty Joe Young favourite song. Do you want to give your favourite songs?
Good.
So
Joe's put CP.
okay, I'll put you back on. I'll come back to that.
Joe's put a CP to put his unit in strategic reserve, right?
Yeah.
Because of his secondaries. His secondaries require him to be in my deployment zone.
Oh no, I can do this. It's fine.
Are you sure?
I
Is
can't
it then
do
a
this.
strategic reserve, so he can't come on in your
because
deployment
strategic
zone?
reserve can't come on my deployment zone, and he needs to do the action in my deployment zone.
So-
Explain to the chat how you're going to manage to do this if you're in strategic reserve.
Right, so I'm bringing on
Move the
my
now,
Venom
can't you? Yeah.
from strategic reserve. I cannot go into your deployment zone.
You're correct.
Or 9 inches near to his models.
Or 9 inches of his model, just there. So I can come on here, and I'm not, because I can't be in your
And it's the
deployment zone.
triangles.
You can't
So,
be in my deployment
yeah.
zone. You can come on 6 inches in,
So,
right?
So-
And you can't be within 9 inches of my Illyris Custodian Terminators.
Yeah, so
That's
we're
all
going to go here. I am not in your deployment zone. Right, then, because he's the one that's coming from reserves, and then I spend my command point, my free one, which I've gone up to 4, spend that one so I can disembark.
What's the rules for that disembarkation there? There was something about having to be 9 inches away. I'm assuming
you
from
just
enemy
have to
models.
remain.
It's like a drop pod.
Yeah.
I think.
Remain 9 inches away, but you can move as normal, isn't it?
So, murderous descent. Use a stratagem in the reinforcement step after a transport unit from your army is set up on the battlefield. Any units embarked on that transport can disembark after it's set up, but if they do so, they must be set up more than 9 inches away from enemy units.
There we go. Okay, good. Fuck me, I thought you just Rogers yourself. I was laughing then, Joe, quite a lot. I won't lie.
Because I was looking at it, and then I was like, is it turn 2 or turn 3? What's on me?
No, okay. Now I know why you're growing your hair out.
Yeah. You're so mean to me.
All right, back to Dave B super chat.
Okay, what did he want?
What? So he says, Liam Brom, Mighty Joe Young. What's your favourite song?
My favourite song?
Yeah.
I don't really have a favourite song.
No.
Danger Zone from Top Gun. What is it? What's his name? Not Lenny Kravitz.
I used to, a big fan of Meatloaf. Big
Oh
fan
my
of that.
God.
I love that.
I mean, who
I used
isn't?
to play that all the time.
Big
didn't I?
fan of Meatloaf.
Do you remember that?
What a terrible statement to make.
When I used to play that in my micro as we bang.
You can't say that out live.
It wasn't
You
that
can't say that.
Yeah.
Big fan of. You can't say
I
that in front of
was.
the public.
Brom
Brom was part of the channel.
What was the? We used to watch Supernatural, and there was a song in that was amazing. Oh, I don't know.
I think I probably.
It can't be that. I can't be that much of my
I
favourite
like
song.
I like the song "Hated" by Beartooth.
Excellent. Don't think I've ever heard
You
that.
think you know what that is?
I'll have a look on my phone and
I
then.
love "Duality" by Slipknot.
I've never heard that.
I'm a big fan of both of those.
I'm going to spend
what's
another
played?
CP for ether sales on my Raider.
I quite like "Enter Sandman" Metallica.
I think I've heard
Song.
that.
It's a good song. I like that.
Stay.
I'm
Oh,
a
there's
fan of "Happy" by Pharrell.
What's that one? What's that song called by Lamb of God? They're fucking good as well.
Yeah, don't care about that. So moving on.
Joe hasn't told us what his favourite song is.
I told you, Danger Zone.
Yeah, Danger Zone.
Oh, you're going
the-
with that, are you?
Or Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
Sorry,
if you want
guys.
to
I
be really
will get
boring.
to the rest of you. The Cornet Eddie has
Red
super chatted. If knob size is related to the amount of money put into the channel, Liam must be a gene stealer cultist. Colt, the three-armed emperor. One arm is a baby's arm holding an apple.
I may have put, I may have
You
put
put
slightly.
quite a large amount of them.
So Drazard's going
Just
to
a like.
advance out of that Venom. He goes 5, and Ingeborg
Joe,
going to follow it. Hang on.
Did you pay extra CP to interrupt me?
No, you didn't. 2CP gone.
Go on.
Down to 0.
Next, John Burkett. Just roll your advances.
7 plus 5
fine.
is 12 plus 3, 15.
Good
John
maths.
Burkett is enjoying the stream until Joe interrupted me.
Who's he?
He says,
What? It's D-Drizzle.
Are you not using the Marshall Katars
No, so
for the Golden Boys, Liam?
I was getting used to custodian rules, and then what happened was Games Workshop selfishly released the Krafog, the Aldari Codex. Most of you know I love Aldari, so I've played nothing but Aldari pretty much, with the exception of maybe one game since that book came out. Like I said at the start, I didn't want to play Aldari again, so I've gone back to Custodians, and I realised that playing Aldari that long means I've completely forgotten all of the Custodian rules.
Yeah.
So I'm still not yet confident enough to start throwing Katars out there. I remember them. I think I need to pick up the Custodian data cards in all seriousness, so I can have them in front of me to remind me. So I'll try and give them a go soon, because I've seen some cheeky chicks with the Katars, but you know.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm not. There's not an intention to completely ignore them. However, I'm not ready. There's just a lot of rules to remember, and I'm also currently obsessively building Deathcore Krieg infantry again, Joe.
Yeah.
And I bought the Praetor that Chat bought me like 6 months ago. Just sat there in a box, and then I had a day off on Monday, and I was feeling a bit rough.
Is that
and
the
tired.
giant tank thing?
The big missile tank
Yeah.
thing? Yeah. Chat bought me that one night.
They're nice to you, aren't they,
And I
Chat?
finally built it, and it was actually quite a nice kit to put together as well for a change. And it is a fucking beefcake.
When you showed that amount of forged resin, I was like, what the
I'll
fuck
gently
is that?
pass it to you later, and you watch your hands go like that because it's fucking heavy. That's a weapon, that thing. Go on.
The rest of the chat, just doing 2 seconds. Joe, sorry, mate. You are actually looking like you're ready. I've been absolved of my cheating.
Batman.
Out of not reading the German. Thank you very much. Clearly, I didn't insult you too much. Wayward Son was the song from that was great.
Oh, from Supernatural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could definitely say Meatloaf is a legend. So, cool. Anyway, Joe, would you like a biscuit?
I'm in.
Joe, would you like to do
Batman
Joe, would you
Oreos.
like to do? I've just seen it's 10:15. Joe, would you like to do your turn too? This is what happens when you come. It just takes us forever to do fucking anything.
Ravager.
Ravager.
Dart Lances.
In combat.
Yeah.
Cool. Mine from the hip.
6s.
6s. Why 6s?
Because minus
you're
one
super
hit.
wounded. You fucking hit twice. What? What?
I go, what?
As he melts this bike unit.
Oh,
Threes.
here comes the ones.
Oh, I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to CP re-roll that one.
Don't get greedy now. That shouldn't have happened.
But it did.
4 up invulnerable saves.
Winner.
1 dies, probably.
2 dead.
Probably.
3 dead.
Well, they're 5 damage each, 5 wounds each. So that was fucking shit.
Yeah, but one's wounded, isn't it?
Yes. So one's
So
going to die.
So one's dead already.
So what's the second one doing? Kills
6
another
damage.
one. Yeah, go fuck yourself. 1 lives.
I can't. I've already CP re-rolled.
Yes, you have. Fucking chebend. Fucking hell. How did that... That's probably done better when it was in combat with 1 wound left than it did when it was alive.
He's still in combat.
D3 plus 6.
D3 plus 3 damage.
D3 plus 3.
Yeah, so that last one did 4 damage in total. I've got 5 wounds each on bikes, thankfully. Fucking fuck my life, Joe.
Briefcase piped up because he wasn't asked about his favourite song, so he's now... he's asked.
Wheels on the Bus is Eddie's favourite
No,
song.
it's not. Club Tropicana.
This is the way to play 40k, isn't it, right? Come on, Joe.
Right.
Now you fucked me
He's
with
going
them.
to shoot at that.
No.
Them.
Stop with the 6s. It's childish.
4s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Splinter rifles. Yeah. 1, 2. 2 wounds at minus nothing.
2 wounds.
Banging.
What's this for this unit?
Yeah.
It's all going wrong. The dice gods hate me tonight.
Oh, he's parked too far away, this lad. You can't see. That's annoying. So he's going to shoot that one there. Splinter cannon. He gets to reroll because of Black Heart. No. I used all my luck.
You look like you're enjoying your Drukhari again, Joe.
I love Drukhari. Splinter pods.
They're like chaos, but not bad.
2.
There's more shooting to go into them.
Yeah.
Well, right, you can take the wounds instead then. Dark Lance.
4s. If you would kindly roll 4 ones
It's
now,
highly
please.
likely. Have you not just seen what I was just doing? None.
Oh.
No AP? Nothing?
No AP.
Nada? Niente?
Oh, they're doing action over there, by the way.
Who is?
The cab lights.
Oh, are they?
Just chilling.
It's a bit late now. It's in the movement phase. You can start shooting.
You got no CP, have you?
I have 4.
Cool, I'm charging. So, Lady McWhipface is going to charge these 2 guys over here.
2? You split in attacks, are you?
Yeah.
Because they're separate units, aren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Yeah, but you've got 10 fucking attacks from.
Yeah.
D-Drizzle, he's going in.
Damn straight heat. Here comes the boss.
He's going to clap the fuck out of them Terminators. I forgot.
And then
When I was
he
like,
give up.
come and get that one, I forgot he had Drazar in a transport. With his bodyguard of knobheads.
He's already in combat, and he's dangerous.
He is, yeah.
He is dangerous enough.
He's more dangerous in combat with his guns and yeah.
Right then, we'll start with
Right then.
L Whip.
Alipio.
El Whippio over here, so with their 10 attacks. This on the first guy, hitting on 2s.
How many have you got on him?
5 and 5.
Half and half. Yeah.
Half and half.
Half and half.
He take. Oh, that's not great.
No.
So it's 3 hits. Wounding you on 2s. That's
Are they 2 mortal wounds?
no, because it's only on the hit. So that's 4. That's 3 saves. -3, -4.
So 4 ups.
4 ups, yeah. 2 damage each.
Cool, that kills him. With a triple 1.
Then on the other guy. Oh, hang on.
Roll another die.
Don't. So that's 5 hits.
Yeah, it was 5 hits. You're right. Yeah.
2s.
With no 6s.
No 6s. No, so that's 4 invuns. Good sir.
All 3 of them.
Flippin' heck.
And then she's going to consolidate 6 inches, I think.
How is she now?
Okay, so he's not objective secured. If you can test
Well,
that
him?
objective.
He is objective secured.
Damn it, Terminators are, aren't they?
He's not only objective secured, but he counts as 4 models.
What do you
Is
think?
he? Boss man.
Just jump in there.
Can you fight again with her? Oh, you didn't charge anything else. It doesn't.
What the fuck was that nonsense, Joe?
Where are those lions now? That's lions.
Yeah.
Poor lion.
Unleash the kittens!
D-Drizzle. Captain Chop. Choppy Chops. He gets to fight twice, did you know? So I'm just going to roll all the dice together. That seems sensible.
What if I interrupt you?
You can't.
I can spend a CP to interrupt if I'm in range of an objective marker.
You don't have any CP.
No, that's right, yeah.
So he's getting 10 attacks.
Jack, give me CP.
So he's going to use his single blade.
He gets 5 attacks, Joe. Do 5 attacks.
Alright, he gets 5 attacks. Yeah, but he's damage 3. Oh no, I'll just do it together. 2s. His strength 6. 3s.
Toughness 5, yeah.
And he gives himself +1 to wound, so he's wounding you on 2s.
Why not? Long at the ones.
So that's 3, 6, 7.
Anything for that 6?
That's the 6 is -4. The others are -3. Flat 3 each.
7, yeah? First one. 1. 2.
Doing it with the money dice.
3.
It's abandoned ship.
It's
It's like it's a lost cause. Give up.
Good. So far that's 4. Good. 5. Cool. 6. It kills 1. 7.
You rolled a 3 already.
Cool.
Didn't you?
So
Yeah.
1 dies.
And one's got a
One's
wound left.
down.
No. So he'd already taken 2 actually.
Yeah.
3 damage each, and I failed 3 saves. So 2 die.
Yeah. And then his incubi are going to be like chop chop, choppy chop. Whop whop. Is what they're going to say.
Good old glass hammer dice there like that.
Jack, can you see the grin on Joe's face? I think it's going to be.
It's mainly full of chocolate Oreo.
I can smell the semen. So
got my foot boner. 2s. Oh, it's a lot of 1s there. I should have spent the CP, but that's fine. Right.
I don't think you need it, mate.
Their strength 5, so would be 4s, but D Drizzle gives them +1 to wound. So numbers. So 3s.
I appreciate you holding the gauge there.
Yeah.
Made me have a twitch in my pants.
Right. So that's 2 saves at flat 3 damage at -4, and 6 saves at -3 2 damage.
First one.
He's dead.
It's out of the box.
He's dead.
Fuck you, Manny. I'm not using that dice ever again.
And then they're just gonna.
It's good while it lasted, glass hammer. Not anymore. I think you successfully achieved that mission there. That thing, that stuff, and that thing.
He's come
But
and
if
taken what you said
if it-
wasn't taken at all.
If it makes you feel better,
No.
that bike man gets to fight before my laser gun tank.
Cool. Fuck you.
And you die.
Followed by a nice big round of fuck you. 3 wounds, -3. 2 damage each.
Does he explode?
Don't explode. I've got 1 wound left. I saw that and I nearly spat at you.
You don't have an auto.
Does D Drizzle get to fight first?
They got the Tormentor special rule, which basically I have to roll on 2 or 3 D6. So I roll over your leadership, he makes you fight last.
My leadership's 11.
But I had the Venom nearby, which reduces your leadership by 1, so it puts you down to 10.
No, I don't know if I charge you now.
What?
If I charge you now, if I charge my Dreadnought here,
Comes back and slaps you.
I can still roll to see if you fight last. I could do it depending on where you go. I could.
I'm going to get CP.
Oh, points means
fuck
prizes.
Come on, Brom, get ready for your click, 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 click.
5, 10, 15 points.
Behind enemy lines is 2. Oh, you got 2 units. I forgot
Yeah,
that
got
thing
that.
flew over there as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did it advance?
Yeah.
Did it? Does your bitch with the whippy stick make me fight last as well?
She's got to fight first.
Fuck my.
Okay, the end of turn 2.
I don't want to know.
Joe is
Racing
slapping
for
it back with 32 points to 27.
So I kept overwhelming firepower, which now might have been a monumental mistake. But it's okay, Joe. Got 2 more cards.
I believe in you.
Get
What
two
did your
cards.
points get at the start of the game?
It's the
Turn.
end of the
Thing.
command phase to score your points. So hang on. Hold the line. Oh, that's a bad one, isn't it?
You need to walk backwards.
The
mate.
second magician achieved at the end of your at the end of your opponent's next turn, or at the end of the battle, if there are no enemy units within range of your own deployment zone.
So he's got 2.
So you need to clear your deployment zone of my models. Is that right?
Which is not going to happen, is it?
He's got 2.
He's got the 3 units there.
There's 2 units.
He's not.
and
That's not in the
there yet.
deployment zone, but
But
it's
two
in
units.
it will go that way just to be annoying.
yeah. And the other one.
I'm probably going to bin that one because that's a shocking card. Assassination! Oh, for fuck's sake. One or more enemy character or warlord units were destroyed during that turn.
You can do that. There's two that were.
Yeah, these two
about.
are warlords over there.
Oh, all character units. So your Whippy Lady is out in the open, and as is D Drizzle.
She'd be like, chop, chop.
Kill D Drizzle.
So that's cool. That's cool. Do I bin hold the line? It's going to be my only CP though. Yeah, we're going to gamble it, Joe, because you're in the lead. And we're going to score grind them down, which
Grind on them.
which is probably a bad pick.
Big time.
While this secondary mission is active, keep an attrition tally for both players. Add one to each player's attrition tally each time a unit from their opponent's army is destroyed at the end of your opponent's next turn or at the end of the battle, whichever happens first. Compare the attrition tallies. So basically I have to kill more in this battle round. That's what we're saying. That wasn't a great card to pick, but it's I'm loving these cards though. I am loving these cards.
So while Liam goes off and starts moving stuff around, we had a super chat from CMDR Sarjo 1976. Loving the bat rat. The utter bedlam that's going on. Liam, why would you not want
The climax
not like the
not
mirror
too.
match?
What do you mean why would I not like mirror match?
Surely it'd be a great game leveler, like playing elf on elf.
Oh, right.
New elves are dirty
So
good. So
in terms of, if you're talking competitively, if you're talking about actually pitting yourself against your opponent, the mirror match is great because you reduce the number of random interactions or like basically it's like it then becomes like playing chess because you've basically got the same pieces. There's still a random element in it because it's a D6 game, but you're both playing with D6. You've both got the same army. You've both got the same abilities. It then essentially goes down to chess where who gets first turn has the better luck overall. Yeah. So in terms of testing in terms of testing who's the best 40k player in the world, the best way they would do that is by going to a tournament where every player had the exact same army. Ultimately, right? Because that then is literally just going down to strategy and tactics rather than how you use your specific army.
But then you kind of need to do best of two because it's also who goes first goes second. So you need to do it twice with you both going
I
first.
also think
and second.
that part of being great at 40k is picking your army, learning how to play your army. So so it's a bit of a throwaway comment, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
right?
I find that also if you what I call you specialise in. If you have one army that you play and you play it a lot, and you get really good with it, that's better than someone that kind of floats around playing lots of different armies. I know a couple of guys from the Real Space Raiders, like Paulie and Dom, just exclusively play Drukhari, and they are crazy good with them, kind of thing. But they're really good with Drukhari. Whether you put I don't know, Emperor's Children in their hands or something, how that would affect how they play, then affects the overall scheme of who's better. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Get that.
So that's why I think the mirror match will be good. But the reason why I don't like the mirror match personally is because it's a bit samey. I like the fact that we can do cool different things to each other rather than we both have access to. So whenever I've played mirror matches at tournaments, and I've played some great people whilst playing mirror matches, it's kind of a case of if you go first, you probably win. But you also know exactly what my army can do. I know exactly what your army can do, and I don't know. It just takes a little bit. I don't like uncomfortable gotchas, but I like being surprised by things. And not knowing what things can do and going, what's that can do? Fucking, I kind of like that. It's weird. It's a hard one to explain. Anyway, I hope that kind of answers this question. Sort of, maybe, a bit, possibly.
Maybe.
Can I get round you, please, you sweaty human? I want to get round you. Stop fucking moving, you clown.
King, you're on top down.
I suppose you think you're funny, don't you?
Hilarious. Where's this lad going?
Hey?
Oh, I hope he stumbles and fails that charge.
It's not very nice, is it? What are they?
Racks.
Oh, so they've got this invulnerable save.
They have got an invulnerable save.
What is it?
While they're going away.
I'm going to say 6.
Chat. You asked about my Harlequins. I've never had Harlequins. I love Harlequins. I love the idea of Harlequins. But I've never had them. I do have some Custodes in a very small number. In the true number. I take longer than Joe does to sort them out.
I'm just a bit rusty. Obviously, I haven't played for 2 months.
Rob, can you score me 12 points, please?
Why?
Yes, I can score you 12 points.
Because I hold one,
give you points.
hold 1, hold 2, and I did the action on that one that still exists, so that's 12 points.
That does still exist.
Yeah, it does still exist. Yes. Shallow and pedantic.
You just have to get near it, Joe, and then he loses it. And then, so I've got some Custodes. I've been painting Thousand Suns like they're going out of fashion. I've been really enjoying those. Although, so I did 5 Terminators in a week. Loved that. Started to look at the next rubric squad and went, no, I can't do any more blocking in of red. It was an utter nightmare to get in amongst the gold. It was just pain.
Of course they have.
CMDR has said that you answered that perfectly. Thank you, by the way.
You did answer it perfectly.
Yeah.
I was aroused. Where's this lad going?
Oh, I can't put him on his cunting base, so who knows? Fucking honestly, these fucking bike bases can fuck off.
You're not emotional about it at all.
Oh, you just shit. Who designed them then? That's a great idea.
So the ball and joint sockets. See, I don't like the jumpy dudes.
Yeah, they don't like you.
Ones.
So.
I am.
Those
Although
are-
you like them for your...
I like them in that, but I had to use them in a way that they weren't originally designed.
Correct, yeah.
So I had to basically
shit.
adapt. Yeah, they are terrible.
Yeah.
Because the connection point is it's designed. It's like that, and then it's like a ball joint that goes into it. But the surface area is literally like 2 mil. Like
Yeah.
not even 2 mil is being generous. The size of that thing, maybe 1 mil, and it snaps when you look at it in a weird way.
Yeah, I built my own up previously for my jumpy dudes. Built a base up.
And then pin
glue-
them on their feet.
See, yeah, if I was clever, I would have pinned them. I am not clever.
Well, you're clever in your own way.
I glued them to the barrel that I'd stuck them on.
I like it.
Right.
So, can I
Right.
4, 3, 2, boom.
So we're going to do some Harry von Schusting. What we've done, we've moved these Guardians out of here because I still hold that objective because of the sweep and clear mission rule. I'm going to shoot all of these Guardians into these Hellions and hope to destroy the Hellions in shooting because I need to shoot things for shooting overwhelming firepower. They can then charge that boat. Right, and then the boat will hopefully die. Thank you for that wonderful rendition of whatever his favourite song was. This guy's over here. I kind of want to charge on the objective, but I'd actually rather kill you in flaming because I need to shoot you for shooting points
do.
for overwhelming firepower. Over here, however, I've also got rapid fire range on these lunatics over here, so that's 12 shots into them.
And we are loons.
And I can then charge this boat here, and I'll definitely do a mighty 10 wounds to you. Well, I could do 9 wounds to you. How many wounds has it got?
10.
Shit.
You got your sad knife.
It's okay though because I can shoot back this way, which is cool as well. I've moved my shield captain up so I can. It's almost an unfailable charge, and the other guardian's through there so he can charge on, so I can kill some characters because I need to kill some characters for assassination. If I manage to do that, if I can kill the suck your butt, if I can shoot off those things, if I can kill those, charge that, and kill these, he's going to struggle to grind me down. You're going to struggle to grind on me.
There will be grinding.
So, into dash shooting phase, because I'm conscious that people are going, fuck me lads, these are supposed to be finished by 11, and you're probably not going to do that tonight. True. We have 12 shots. We have 12 shots from my bike into your...
Cabalites.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hit with almost everything.
Do you get to reroll ones because of a lord of some variety?
Is he in 6 inches? I don't think he's in 6 inches, Joe.
Oh.
No, he's not in 6. I'm not going to claim that. I'm not going to claim that.
No.
Not going to claim that.
On your insurance?
3s. Get out of here!
That was bad.
You're bad. 6.
Oh.
6 aids, AP minus 3.
What, on bolt gun?
Yeah, I'm lying.
4s, good sir.
4s?
Yeah.
3 die.
Cowboy's got a bit of a juicy buff on there.
Not a good
obviously.
start from the Custodes. They're supposed to be dead.
Well,
I thought they had 5-ups.
They were 5-up, but they got boosted to a 4-up in the new build.
If they had 5-ups, that unit's dead. Are you sure they're
I'm
definitely 4-ups?
going to check, because I could be lying to you.
Because Elder Guardians are still 5-ups. Oh no, they're 4-ups now, aren't they as well? And bikes are 3-ups.
4-ups. Ah. I like to come here for the abuse.
I'm going to flame the racks. You don't like to come here. I've been here for months.
Yeah.
2d6 flamer shots. That's better. 9.
I can only be wounded on 4s.
I don't give a shit. Eat all those wounds. This is not going well for overall
All 4 of them.
I get to reroll a wound roll because I'm an Emperor's Chosen. Eat 5 wounds. Fail all 5.
So I've got an invulnerable save, which I pass, 1 of. And I got 5-up, feel no pain.
Your feel no pain is better than your fun.
So 3 die.
3 die. I'll take the 3 closest to make it a little bit harder for the old chargy
Right.
argy.
So overwhelming firepower currently isn't going particularly well. Is it?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Guardian.
I'm going to shoot him into you now. Guardian Spear. Both are out the box. I'm going to keep that 3 though because I fucking can't be bothered to roll it again. So 2 hits. When you're on freeze, 4s. I get to reroll because I'm Emperor's Chosen. 2 wounds, -1.
Dice. Drop dice count.
What's the save? Tell me it's 4
5
up.
up.
Yeah. Is it a 5 up save?
Yeah.
So is it a 4 up save normally? Because maybe -1.
Don't make me do things.
It's not hard, Joe. This is the same one we've been playing for the last 2 hours.
Joe, you just have confidence when you say yes.
5 up save.
So one of them's dead because it's 2 damage.
Yeah.
Good. Fuck off. Get him out of here. Not the one on cover because he won't get +1 save, will he? Yes, he will. He's infantry.
Yeah.
So the other guys, they're going to shoot their Guardian Spears. I'll make sure they're in rapid fire range.
Should have taken it.
Right? I hit you all the times. I've wounded you almost all the times. I get to reroll all because Emperor's Chosen. I've wounded you 5 times. They're AP -1. You've got 6 up saves. 5 6 up saves. Please.
So can I take on the guy in cover?
Yes.
Banging.
Fuck off.
Banging.
Fuck off.
Oh, he's dead. And then 2 6 up saves.
But that does stop me from getting overwhelming firepower, you fucking cheese lord. So, all of my shooting so far has achieved me
0
no kills.
No kills.
0 kills.
Which
Grinding
means
nothing down.
my shield captain with the axe and the other guy with the spear who can see a succubus are going to shoot at that succubus. So spear first.
Hang on.
No hanging on.
Right,
No and then.
fast.
No and then.
-1 to hit.
No and then.
And then. and then.
It's a guardian spear.
Oh, that's cock dice.
Loves it. Hits you both times.
Boo.
Toughness 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to reroll that one.
I probably should have kept that for my reroll.
I didn't get the reroll. It's
Yeah, you
-1.
probably should.
4 up.
2 damage. She's down to 1 left. Ballistarius grenade launcher for D3 for 2 shots. 1 hits you. I'm close to my shield captain and I'm holding his hand, so both hit you. Strength 5 for 3s. 2 wounds at AP -3.
Oh,
Get out of here.
I should have
Get
kept
out of
that.
here. Get out of here. I killed a unit for overwhelming firepower. Good. That gets me on 2 units. I need 1 more. Fuck me. This is a challenge. Right. How many wounds does Scabby McScabface have?
6, I think.
6!
Whippy lady.
He's an elf.
But he's one that's held together with bits of tape.
7 tape. Yeah.
He is. Oh, no, you're not Nutrezar. He has got 6 wounds at toughness 5.
That's ridiculous.
So you got 1 character already, haven't you?
I've killed a character, so I've got assassination.
That's good. So
But I need overwhelming firepower.
Can you not see either of the 2 units with tiny little wounds in?
No.
Easy.
No, if I could see
Oh,
it,
no.
easy kill.
He's got 7 wounds.
Well, he's just going to
Because he's got Diabolical Soothsayer, so he adds 1 to his toughness and his wounds.
So he's just going to have to fuck off.
Toughness
isn't he?
6
So he's toughness 6.
and 7 wounds.
7 wounds.
Is that, are you having a laugh?
No, he's toughness.
Toughness 5. Oh, is he
He's
5?
toughness 5 with 7 wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm going to shoot at him first.
You'd already added the extra toughness.
Ready? You ready? You sure? I hit you both times.
Lucky duck.
I wounded you both times at -1.
At -1, I got a 6 up in run. Both failed.
4 damage.
4 damage, you
With 2
say?
each, yes, the 4 damage.
He ignores 2 of those. He takes 2.
D3 from my Ballistarius.
So he's down to a number. I'm assuming that's
2.
5. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Both hit,
Maths.
leaving you on 4s. Both wounds, -3 these.
Spicy. So he ignores 1. How much damage?
1.
Oh, he takes it.
So you've
So
got
he's
4 left.
4 left.
So I should probably still be able to clap him in combat.
Yeah.
Clap, clap.
But you needed shooting.
Clap, clap, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm aware, Brom, thanks. I'm glad you're here.
Wow.
Let's do some charging.
You haven't had me for a couple
Dreadnought
of
is going
weeks,
to charge these guys.
keeping it
Cool. I'll throw a stick at you at best.
4.
4.
I mean, he's in.
He's in. I was hoping that would be
Sweet.
a 1.
Guard will charge this guy. I'm in.
Banging.
Guard will charge boat. In.
Boat face.
Shield captain will charge Homunculus.
Oh, I'm going to need his
Mint.
blooming rules, aren't I? Because apparently he's got hands or something.
Other Terminator will also charge Homunculus. He's in. So the Custodes are pretty pissed off by the looks of it.
So like, how dare you get some points, you know?
Oh, fuck me, he's in. I can't be bothered to muck around with him from this angle. Bike will charge the boat. Guess what?
He's going to be in.
He's in.
Lives a dangerous life, that man. It's like going into a
Cool.
raider.
They're not obsec, are they?
No.
So if you leave that objective, you lose it.
Yes.
Sweet work. Into some fightings. Which ones fight first?
The Hellions.
Just the Hellions.
Just the Hellions now. Now you killed Witchy McWitchface.
But I still get to pick either that fights first.
Yeah.
So I'll pick him then.
Yeah.
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 Yeah? 3 attacks with my Guardian Spear.
Yeah.
Whee! Good start.
Good start. Strong.
Strength 7.
3s.
I can roll a wound roll.
Good. Good.
That was a wild ride there. -3.
What turn are we in? 3?
3. Let's go, yeah.
Hit that. 2 are dead.
They both die.
Because you damaged 2 in combat, aren't you?
He is damaged 2 in combat, yeah. So that's a unit dead, cool. But that's the only unit that could have fought first.
Yeah, so
now
now
I can go
everyone
else.
Yeah.
So start with the Dreadnought, D3 additional attacks, for a Monumental 2 to give me 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s.
Nice.
Ooh, it's a
What's your
bastard
strength?
ball.
7.
7, yes.
So you can only win me on 4s.
Cool. Emperor's Chosen means I can reroll a wound roll. So I've wounded you twice.
Nice, nice. Rules and junk.
Rules and stuff and things.
They might have a 5-up invuln now. It's been so long.
Eddie says this game's tighter than Joe's hairband. Oh, for fuck's sake, Joe.
Look, does it matter? This does matter now because they might have just.
Why are you rolling like that?
What? Because rules.
Who gave him the blue dice?
You did. Power from pain. Where are you? Battle round 3. Oh no, I get +1 to hit. It's turn 4. So 1 takes 1. How much damage?
3.
3 5s. Oh,
So 1 dies.
1 dice. I'll eat.
Are they troops choices?
Yeah, they've got
Is he
obsec.
obsec?
Yeah.
You motherfucker. Right, okay. Bike, why not? 4 attacks into your boat. 2s.
Nice.
Lol.
Oh.
Strength 7.
Toughness 6.
So 2s.
2s.
Lol. So 4 at -3.
So 5s.
5s.
It's because they're invuln. 1 goes for.
What's this nonsense? There's 5 of them on a fucking transport. Do you think you are a wave surfer?
They are. They're made of.
Not a Ravager, is it? It's not a Ravager.
No.
It's a Raider.
Alright, so I don't actually get that. It's a 6-up.
Cool.
He gets a 5-up versus ranged.
Okay, so you don't get that.
No.
So you do take 8 damage.
Yeah.
Knife.
Missed.
Right.
I've got
Fucking
2
hell.
wounds left.
You have got 2 wounds left. I've hit you pretty hard there, but you have lived.
No!
1 Don't break Ginger Steve's army. Right, so we're going to move on to my shield captain. My shield captain's going to push your shit in, right?
Yeah.
So I've got 6 attacks with my shield captain with my Castellan axe. I've said that now, and it's probably going to fail. So I'm going to hit you on 2s.
2s?
So I hit you 6 times.
Banging. You wound me.
I am strength 8.
You wound me on toughness 5.
On 3s.
On 3s, but on province of flesh, so 4s. I'm looking at you.
Just making shit up now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is it
Hang on.
definitely? I'm strength 8, Joe.
An attack is made against this obsession unless that attack has a strength characteristic of 8 or more and unmodified wound roll of 1, 2, 3. So it is 3s.
So it is 3. So I'm going to reroll that 1 because I'm Emperor Chosen. So I have wounded you 6 times.
He cares
And
not.
it's a Castellan axe. It's -2.
6s.
Who cares not?
He's so far taken 8 damage.
But he cares not.
Corn cares not.
Potato.
No. He's going to die.
Yeah.
Cool. Your characters are all dead. Fuck you in the arse. Right.
They're not all dead.
Well,
Lord Drizzle's
we
still
don't
there.
care. We don't count him. So we're going to now fight the boat. Is that a -1 to hit in combat? No, good. 2s.
You had 1 turn where you got hit a little bit, and you're like, "I'm going to destroy you!
I got
How dare you
angry.
kill 3 of my
These
models?"
are T5, right? 3s. And I get to reroll a wound roll because I'm Emperor's Chosen. Cool. So 6 at -3 on Das Venom. 2 damage each.
Oh, it's dead.
It is. Does it blow up?
I hope so.
Oh. Come on, kill Draz.
Boom.
Almost, I saw it. Boat's gone. So I have hit you pretty hard, but you've still got your main event right there in the middle of the board. At the end of my turn...
Hang on.
No, it's done. We're done.
I get one attack with my boat.
Oh, fuck yeah, of course. Sorry. I have got one wound
It's
left.
hit you.
I have got one wound left.
It is strength something.
It's enough.
It's minus.
It's minus. Just roll.
Hang on.
It'll be an invuln save.
Hang on. It's
at the very
Raider.
least, so
Blade veins minus 1. So
You roll a
it's
three.
it's minus 2 now. It's strength 7 actually. It's not
Where's
bad.
that D12 gone? So -2.
Minus 2.
3 up save.
No.
yeah.
Minus 2. It'd be a 4 up save, wouldn't it?
Oh.
What about my golden? But he's gonna die in combat now. To my tank shooting you.
That is the end of my turn. Joe's got nothing else left that can consolidate into being fight at all. This guy can activate. That's the nearest, so he can go 6 inches this way, basically, and park himself on that objective, because I can activate 3 inches to pile in, and then I can activate 3 inches to consolidate, because he did make a charge, right? Cool. So at the end of my turn, for grind them down, fucking hell. 1, 2, morale, 3, 4. Is that a pass? Cool. So I killed 4 units, I think. Is that right? 2 characters died. Yeah. 1 to overwhelming firepower. We killed the unit of Hellions here. And we killed the boat here, so we killed 4 units. So for grind, you've got to kill 4 or more units.
Yeah. So you didn't get overwhelming firepower, but you've set a hefty.
I did get
grind.
5 points for assassinate.
You do get 5 points for the assassinate.
I'm going to keep grinding overwhelming firepower because it's a lol.
Right, I get to pull 3.
Before you. Oh yeah, go for
I
it.
hold 2 objectives, so that's 10 points.
You do? Did you do the action on any?
That one had the action, didn't
So
it?
you still hold it strictly because
Yeah.
you're obsec, because you get 2 points for that as well.
So you get 12 points.
So you get 12 points.
First card, Storm Hostile Objective. This secondary mission is it's achieved at the end of your turn if either one of the following conditions are true. Moist mouth going on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah.
You control one or more objective markers that were controlled by your opponent at the start of my turn. Your opponent did not control any objective markers at the start of your turn, and you control the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone.
So that second one definitely isn't true. So you would need to control one or more objective markers that I controlled. So you're going to need to take this one, or this one, or that one off of me.
That's going to happen.
How far can that boat go now? It's got.
Oh,
like
it's going to
one
go
wing.
over there. It's
Can
gonna,
it-
It
can
won't
still-
move that far.
it can
No.
It's injured. It's got about a 3-inch move
It's
now.
only got like 1 wound left.
it's got like a 10-inch move.
Extend battle lines. If you control the objective marker in your own deployment zone and you also control one or more objective markers in no man's land, he's just got to live to do that, or you're going to have to reinforce him because he probably won't live. So
Yeah.
you need to hold this one and one of these middle ones.
Yeah.
And then capture enemy outpost at the end of your turn if you control the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone. So you need to go and get that objective marker.
How far does a raider move when it is crippled?
I'm going to go
belief.
for 3 inches.
I'm going.
How many wounds have I got?
You've
2.
got 2 left.
6.
6 inches.
That is
And you
not
can't
6
advance out
inches.
of combat.
No.
No.
But I have something approaching a plan.
That never fills me with confidence.
I've got 1 command point. So this guy's going to go over
Bomb's
here.
up to 7 command points.
Can you?
He's like, no.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm going to mute you because you're just doing what Brom does and talks a lot. So, I'm interrupting. So, where do we get to? We went to Tim Chasers super chatted. Fun for the tattoo scratch DC round fund. Oh, go up there and go down here and then spin around and do that. Woo! I'm back. So chat have been chatting.
Yeah.
And there's been a thing about you scratching your tattoo.
Yeah.
And every time you do it, they're adding a round that you have to buy at the Dempsey Con.
No.
So Tim's chucked in 20 quid towards it.
Anyone who's got tattoos knows that the number 1 rule of tattoo healing is that you don't scratch.
Yep.
I've scratched every single one I've ever had.
So yeah, I think they're just after the. It's all right, Joe. I've gone top down, mate. Yep. But you're still muted, mate. So don't worry about it. And the actually, Liam, are you 3?
Am I 3?
Yeah.
I am microphone 3. Yes,
Thank you.
Joe's
So you're
microphone
off.
4.
You're
You're
off. It's
microphone
just Joe while he's doing what I do and talk about his movement. And then Ginger Not So Steve has chatted, super chatted. Seriously, Joe. All right. For you, this one. You want to use this army again? The least you can do is not be Winters and break it.
I haven't broke any of it.
Also, You need to beat that ponytailed wannabe Viking. You aren't here to lose, mate. Come on, Team Joe.
Because Draz and the Incubi are still alive, I actually think Joe probably has this game now.
If you saw the score that I can see, it's pretty damn close.
I'm sure it will be. Is that including his primary points?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to race ahead with his secondary. He's probably going to... If Draz can make the charge, he'll probably clap my captain, my shield captain, and he'll probably pick up those 3 and then consolidate onto it. Well, you can't consolidate onto the objective.
Yeah, okay.
No, you can't. You have to consolidate towards the nearest enemy unit.
But if I charge... No, so all I have to do is charge, and I put my models over there, and then block you so you can't consolidate round. It means that I'm holding the objective and you can't consolidate towards it.
You know what I mean, though, right? You need a big charge for that to work.
Of course. Right, shooting phase. Ever reliable raider is going to shoot that bike right in the face.
If you're on a 6, I'm going to drop kick you in the bollocks.
Oh, that's a 5. But it's turn 3, which means I hit you because I don't have a negative modifier for shooting into combat now.
It's not turn 5.
3.
Yeah.
Yes, I hit you.
Are you just making this up again?
No, it's from Power from Pain.
Oh, don't check.
I'm not getting the book. Look, we spent too much time there. A 3. That's a wound. An invulnerable save, good sir. That means he's dead. It means he's dead.
It does mean he's dead.
The left-handed Texan super chatted in, says the game mat looks awesome.
It does look cool,
Thank you.
doesn't it? Joe made the board.
I made it with my bare hands.
Joe built the board, I should say. He didn't make the boards. The ruins and all the scattered terrain is from a combination of Evermats and Game Mat. The ruins specifically from Game Mat. They sent us a load of extra ruins so we can do this because we didn't have enough to do these big pieces. The roads are from a Insta page called... I've just gone completely blank. What did I say it was from? Brutal Worlds. Thank you. Brutal Worlds. Thanks, Brom.
That's all right. I was sign language.
The cannon into that one dude.
Jink.
Hey, it's that one guy. All hit. 4s. No wins. Brilliant. Right. So he's hit that many times. 4 times. He wounds you on 4s. 3 wounds on that guy. 2 up saves. Can you do it? 3 wounds. Nice. Charge phase. So the Incubi are going to charge the Custodian Guard. That's an 8.
Demps, chat just squirreled in. Squirrel Noob even has just squirreled in with the super chat in. Don't forget the captain's plate. Sorry, I'll go top down for Joe. Don't forget the captain's plate.
I have a plan, don't worry.
Reposition.
I have a plan, don't worry.
Away from the drizzle.
I need D-Drizzle to fail.
I have a plan. Fail? Please?
No, so I need to remember. I think I can't do it.
Can he heroically intervene?
For a CP, yeah.
Do you have a CP?
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Because I'm currently holding that objective. Because I've got 2 obsec models on it and a tank.
He is an obsec model and he counts as 2.
So, but I've now got a 3rd model.
Yeah, so you will hold it.
Yeah, I'll hold it. D-Drizzle's going over to Captain Fancy Pants there.
How far's that? Over the wall as well.
He doesn't care, he's infantry, he can fly.
You can't fly.
He flies!
It's obstructing terrain, that.
8 inches. Oh, and he can't re-roll. But I do have a CP, I'm going to re-roll it. Why not? No.
Rookie mistake.
So that's the end of your charge phase?
That is the end of my charge phase.
Perfect.
Oh,
Oh. It's alright, none of them are my models.
Captain has hurt over here. Because he can use
I'm going to yeet my captain over here. Okay.
Yeah.
2 reasons. 1, because it gets him further away from him. Secondly, it means I've got 4 objective secured models now within range of that objective marker.
Cool.
Are they in range? Oh, well, because he counts as 4.
Because he counts as 2, and one of his warlord traits means he counts as double.
Can I fight him?
Yes, it counts as a heroic intervention, so you can pick him as the target of your combat attacks.
So if you can kill him.
If you dare!
If I dare. Yeah, I do dare. I do dare. And I'm going to murderize him.
I do
Straight
have
up.
toughness 5, 8 wounds, 2 up armor, 4 up invulnerable, 5 up for no pain.
I mean, it's doable. Right.
If you fight him, though, you're not fighting my Custodian Guard that will then pick you up.
Right.
Choices, Joe, choices.
The Clavex.
I yeeted
And
them.
one guy is going to go after the captain. All right. And this is going after the unit. All right. So on the unit, hit on 2s.
That was a mistake. What? Do not split attacks against Custodes.
He'll be fine. I reckon he can do this.
Oh, yeah?
4s.
You look like you had to think about that. You
I
sure?
did. So, yes.
4.
So 1 at flat damage 3, 3 at flat damage 2.
AP all the same?
AP P3, AP4.
So
it's all on your invite, isn't it?
4 ups. Cool. No damage so far. And then the other 4 up. Cool. You kill one because they're 3 damage each, right?
Yeah. Right, and this is on Captain Fancy Pants. We've hit him all the times.
Chat, just so you know, we're just a reminder, we're playing Custodes versus Drukhari. We're playing the new Maelstrom of War style.
What's this
board.
random interjection? Oh, fuck
well,
me.
chat are asking, so
that
this
was
is
really bad.
Carl
Too.
just chucking it out there. Yeah.
Just
a reminder, this is the new game. It's all fun and games. Random
Take
secondaries
fun.
picked at the start of every
2
command
damage.
phase.
So take 2 wounds. I've only got 6 left.
I'm just going to pick those up because they're pretty much dead. Yeah.
And
6 attacks.
Sleeman Russ says it's 40k.
I want to fight. I want to fight you because it's funny, right? 6 attacks with my Shield of the Captain.
I should have sent Drazar over there.
2s. I can reroll a wound because I'm Emperor's Chosen. So 3 so far at -2.
5s.
So that's 3 dead.
Yeah.
Stab.
Stab.
Stab. That's a knife in your heart. -1.
He's fine.
Cool. Then we've got my spears of the Guardian variety. Stab. No rerolls from the Captain. Stab. What toughness are they? 3?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's 6 more at -3.
6. They're dead.
Units wiped. My plan works, dear boy.
I should have just said.
Cool. So these guys are going to do some of this action.
Joe, you didn't get the
Lol.
objective.
I know, I should have sent Drazar over there, but I got greedy to try and kill Captain Fancy Pants.
It was the move. You needed it for the win.
Cool. And that is the end of your turn, sir.
I know.
So what did you score, Joe?
So
In secondaries.
this is a turn if you control it to work on your. I didn't get that one because you used shenanigans. I do get Storm Hostile objective because I hold objective that you held.
Number 3 over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 5 points for Jay.
If you control it to mark in your own deployment zone, and you also control 1 or more objectives in no man's land.
Which you get because you hold these 2.
if you have 1, if you yeah, so I get 10 points.
So 10 points for Jay.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna get rid of that one now.
But
But
you killed 1 bike. And that was it.
So you Liam.
So I get grind for 5 points. I grinded on you.
Ooh,
Grind.
that brings it a bit closer.
Grind.
So at the end of turn 3, yes,
Grind.
it is only,
only
the
turn
end of
3.
turn 3.
it's warm in here.
Joe, we're breaking Joe in gently. We go to the scores, and
I can't see the score.
Liam's on 49, Joe's on 54. 5-point lead going into turn 4 at time, technically, kind of.
Cool,
roughly,
okay, so
but
I'm going to pull
we're
2
gonna
more
go.
secondary missions because I've still got overwhelming firepower. I'm still going to do overwhelming firepower. I'm still going to overwhelming firepower all over your face. Behind enemy lines, so 2 or more units within your deployment zone. And attempting target. When this secondary mission is generated, your opponent must identify 1 objective marker in no man's land. This secondary mission is achieved if at the end of your turn you control the identified objective marker. Give me one, bitch. Which objective marker of the 3 in no man's land would you like to select for me to take off of you?
Surely you got to
Pick
do one where
wisely.
you're on
That
it,
one
yeah.
is the only one that I hold in no man's land.
And
You don't have to hold one.
No, it can be anyone.
I just have to hold one that you select. Which, to be fair,
He's on one.
That one, I guess.
that's at why.
Why? Because he just moved near it.
that
tell
one
you,
over there.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, right?
Why?
So that one over there, I easily kill those 2 Cabalites, I hold it. Not a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay? What I also do at the same time is I come off this objective into your deployment zone and I get 5 points for that one and 5 points for that one. This one, I just move these up to this rate and Drazar can't charge me, so I get you 5 points, and I move into your deployment zone and I get 5 points. Pick that one, none of these can get there unless I get a massive advance, so if I have to keep him there, I either get 5 points for holding that one or I get 5 points for behind enemy lines. That's what I would do.
I will do that one then.
It's all in the mind game.
See, you got to think 2 steps ahead apparently, because I would have definitely done what you did, okay? and dropped
just
in the
says
far left.
It just says
far
pick one in
right.
no man's land, so it could be any objective. Just identify 1 objective marker and mark. So I'd pick that one, so I can't move him into your deployment zone unless I get a mammoth charge from these guys. Which I'll try that in a minute. First of all, Bron, please can you score me 12 victory points because I hold 1 objective in my deployment zone here, I hold 1 objective in this board here, and I still have done my action on that one over there. Lol. Cool.
Quite so.
Joe, you're going to need to keep some models alive.
Yeah. No.
Are you going to make that advance?
Are you advanced enough?
So I would need...
That tape measure's not even on that model.
I need a 4-inch advance to get within 3.
Okay.
Or, I don't.
It's a shame you didn't do
How
the
many
action on
wounds
that one, isn't it?
Has Belen... What's his name? Drizzle, what's he got? How many wounds has he got?
He has got 6 wounds.
Toughness?
4. 2
Save?
up, 2 up, 4 up.
2 up armor, 4 up invulnerable.
Yeah.
6. He's doable. I can do him in the bum.
He's doable, but he does also... each time attack is allocated to this model, subtract 1 from the damage.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's not so nice now.
Yeah.
That's less tempting now.
He's like, beep,
Stab. Cool. Okay. I'm going to use some
That's the
leading
noise
one.
you make.
First thing I'm going to do though, on the dice cam,
Big dice.
is I'm going to roll an advance to those 2 custodian guards. Because on a 4+ I can do 10 points. On a 1, 2, 3, I'm fucked. I've got my 1 CP for this turn. That'll do. Cool. Okay, so it was worth a try, Joe, wasn't it?
But now that other Custodes has to get a decent advance as well to get into my deployment zone.
Does he?
Yeah.
So your
I'll
deployment
keep those
zone
here.
is from the middle to there,
Yeah.
right?
Hang on.
So if you could just measure for me from...
Sure.
Oh.
So he moves 6 naturally. So he also needs a 4+. And I've got my CP in the pocket still. Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for
ready for
this?
Nice 12-inch move there. Nice knowing you, Joe. So I will... It was worth a go though, mate, because it wasn't for those big advances. You just stopped me from scoring 10 points, but it just so happens I've got them.
Joe, that sucks for you.
Yes.
That's quite a big swinger there.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to flame you, because I need to overwhelm in firepower.
Flame on.
Flame on, motherfucker.
What are you trying to do?
Move you out of the way.
Oh. What's he doing? He can't get through that big green thing. That's impassable terrain.
Hurrah! Okay, right, cool. So, this guy's going to come back here.
So you
How far does Draz move?
7 plus advance and charge.
And he can advance and charge.
Yeah.
He's
Now,
going.
how far is his movement?
19 inches. Dagger, cool.
I'll poke your model back a bit with jokes.
There you go, I'll give you an extra inch.
Oh,
'cause
thanks.
She said
We all want
needed
an
it.
extra.
You guaranteed that 10, aren't you now?
Right, cool. So we're going to do some shooting. Oh yeah, I'm guaranteed that 10 now.
Yeah,
From me,
cool.
can't stop that. I'm going to do some shooting. We're going to start with Dreadnought. We're going
Don't
to
give him
flame.
another 10 at the end of this turn.
We're going to flame this guy.
Yeah?
2d6 flamer shots.
Boom.
For 7.
4s.
Auto hitting.
Yeah.
Winning you on 4s. And I can reroll a wound roll because Emperor's Chosen. So I've wounded you 4 times.
3.
-1.
5 up. Invulnerable save now. Because this game has gone on forever.
You only
5 up, feel no pain.
I am charging him and I'll fucking slap him off the board. He's dead. Good. Okay, so I'm going to get another 5 for overwhelming firepower, Brom. So I've got my max 15 this turn for secondaries.
So did you have to just kill 3 over
Over the
multiple
game, yeah.
times?
As long as I hold that objective, I just have to kill 3 units.
So, I mean, you're done now.
I have blown my load. I'm going to do some shooting over here. I'm going to shoot my Custodes Spear into your, what's they called?
Cabalites.
Thank you. 2s. 4 by 3s. Both at -1. I get to reroll 1 because Emperor's Chosen. Cool. Dead.
One's dead.
Ballistaris Grenade Launcher for a total of 2 shots, hitting on 2s. And then wounding you on that. -3. Dead.
Oh.
It's another unit killed is shooting, because why the fuck not? And then the captain is going to shoot his axe, single shot into the plane with 2 wounds left. Hits you on a 2.
It's a boat.
Wounds you on a 5. I get to reroll wounds when Emperor's Chosen.
Emperor's Chosen. I get to reroll.
My grenade launch is out of range, so...
Because rolls.
But that means, though, Bromley, at the end of my turn, I got my full 15 for the secondaries.
Are you going to charge into my boat and slap it up?
Oh, yeah. He's in.
Roll some attacks.
4 with spear, 2s. Lol. I still have my reroll left, don't I?
Yeah, reroll.
I don't use it now.
Yeah.
Cool, hit you all 4 times.
Yeah.
Strength 7, so 3s.
3s, yeah.
And I can reroll because I'm Emperor's Chosen. You like that one, don't you? You like that rule. So 4 at -3.
So 5 ups.
5 ups, 2 damage each. So 8
He's
wounds.
dead. Does he explode? No.
Cool. So that's also another dead unit. Definitely killed. Much Drukhari big wow. So at the end of my turn, I got my full 15 for the secondaries, which you've already put on there.
Yeah.
Joe gets a command point in his command phase.
Joe, what did you score at the start of your turn,
Oh,
mate?
it's not a lot. It's not a lot.
Do you hold anything?
Oh, that one.
You don't?
No.
You're not within 3 inches of
Yeah,
the
but
centre.
left. Yeah, but
It
I
wasn't
held
obsec.
it. Oh,
Wasn't obsec.
whatever.
It's obsec that gives you sweep and clear.
Hold the line.
Joe gets no points on primary.
This isn't good for you, mate.
So we're not doing any secondaries this time.
Have you got a CP?
He's got a CP. Yeah,
you
you can
could have
use.
swapped one of those.
Oh yeah, I'll swap one.
You
Two.
you can do them for like 2 points, can't you?
Overwhelming firepower. I can do this.
No, you can't.
No, you
Yeah, I
can't.
can. I've
You have
got one unit, yeah?
You have to kill.
You have to kill 3
Three
units.
units.
If when the secondary mission is first drawn for your battle size, your opponent has fewer than the number of units on the battlefield, which I don't. But you destroy all of your opponent's units, you get 2 victory points. So you need to kill 3 units to get 3 victory points over the course of the next 2 turns.
Ugh.
Joe, concede. Just give up now.
No, I want to kill something with Drazar, and then I'll concede. Right,
Joe-
he's advancing.
What's Joe actually got left?
The
Drazar.
12.
He's got Drazar
And the boat.
and the boat on 2 wings.
Chat, do you think it's over?
I'm going to dark
Is
glance.
Joe just killing himself?
I'm going to dark glance at Captain.
You missed!
I hit.
Oh, sorry.
You strength 8? Yes. I'm only tapping 6, mate.
Drazar's going to charge. He's in on a 9 because I say so.
Tanglefoot.
If you had CP, that would be so funny.
You don't have any feet.
I would have -5 and you would have failed the charge if I kept that CP.
Joe, that's clever. Look at you go.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even mad right now, I'm impressed.
I'm a little bit impressed with that.
10 attacks.
I'm gonna live this.
I need this.
I'm gonna live through this and I'm gonna clap you back.
Hit you on 2s.
Do you now? That was good then, wasn't it? Because that's all of them.
He is wounding you on 2s. What's your toughness?
6.
So he's strength. A number.
Oh,
He might
You know when you said that COVID fucked your short-term memory?
Yeah.
You were not wrong, were you?
I think he just summed it as memory.
This is why I should have played Chaos. So I can remember those rules.
It's easy. They haven't changed for 12 years.
Yeah. He's strength 6. So I win you on 4s, but I get +1 to wound, so I win you on 3s.
So lots of 2s would be nice. What's this AP, mate?
The 6s were -4.
3 go 3.
Flat damage 3.
So that's 9 wounds.
Yeah.
So I then have
He's actually
9 feel no pains.
You got 7 wounds, haven't you?
I've got 6 left.
6
I
left.
start with 8. So I save 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take 5. So I live with 3 wounds remaining. Because, you know.
No, you
No,
should
yeah,
do
I,
it.
I leave I leave with 1 wound remaining. That's even more of a lol. So I now have 6 attacks back at Draz. 2s. Cool.
He missed one. Aha.
Strength 8. So 2s.
3s.
What toughness is he?
4.
So 2s.
I get a free reroll
I get a reroll of wounds.
because light of the.
So 3 at -2.
Because of the axe.
4s.
So you take 2 wounds because it's 2 damage each, but you -1 damage,
Yeah.
right? Then I stab you with my knife. Stab. Stab you with my stab. Didn't wound you.
Do you get a reroll? Because
No, only 1 reroll wound per face.
Good.
So
Rage quit.
So Draz whiffed.
He didn't whiff.
So you scored no secondary points.
Yeah, I'm going to give up.
End of my no.
No. This
End of my battle round 4.
end of battle round 4. The scores are 76 to 54.
So in my command phase,
You weren't winning at the start of battle round 4.
I still hold that one because it's obsec. So I'm going to score 12 points because I hold 1, hold 2, and I've still got my action on. I've got some secondaries to draw. Yeah, I'm
I
happy
give
about
up all the secondaries I pulled at the end of that turn.
So battlefield supremacy. The mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you control 3 or more objective markers and you also control more objective markers than your opponent. So another 5 for me, please, bro. Storm hostile objectives. You control 1 or more objectives that were controlled by your opponent at the start of your turn, or your opponent did not control any objective markers at the start of your turn and you control the objective marker in your opponent's assignment zone. Another 5 points, please, bro.
Do you get that instant?
Yes, because he doesn't hold any objectives at the start of my turn, and I hold the one in his
true.
deployment zone, so that's the 5 points. Defend Stronghold. The secondary mission is achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn, or at the end of the battle, if you control the objective marker in your own deployment zone. Cool, so I've just got to control the one in my own deployment zone.
So you
That was harder. That one I could fail. Because Draz could kill the captain.
Because Drukhari
He's
gets
fighting first.
Yeah, but I'm going to
Yeah.
bring some Guardians back now because it's the last turn, isn't it? It's a laugh.
To be fair, if he just falls back out of range,
Just let
you
me-
could, he could
I'll just
heroically
bin that.
intervene.
I'll just bin that card from my free CP that I got and
Just let me
draw another
die.
one. No retreat, no surrender. Second mission is achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn. If at the end of the battle, provide no unit from the army failed a morale test, no unit from the army made a fallback move, no unit from the army started a normal move or advanced move within range of an objective marker. No unit from your army that started a normal move or an advanced move within range of an objective marker at the start of your turn. This battle ended the move out. Okay, so what I do is I stand still now,
and you get 5 points.
and they get 5 points.
So you're doing that.
Yeah, because he can't leave combat with Draz.
And he could, no, yeah, but he could move away from it. Can't
No, but
you?
I'm not allowed to fall back.
Yeah, but you.
If I let Draz kill me,
yeah,
I get 5 points.
yeah.
So Draz kills him because he's got 1 win left, and I get 5 points.
Oh, no, go and roll the dice.
Don't
You
need
can
to-
roll the dice. Makes you feel better.
That's 3. Yay!
Hang on, burn of pains. 2 damage.
It was 3
That's
damage.
You would have killed him, right? So I get 5 points though. So let him die,
Oh, good, good, good.
right? Which means I have gifted Joe the opportunity to advance his boat onto here.
Hang
on,
At the start of the round, he scores. Oh, it's because at the end. You
It's
score
the
the
end
end.
of the turn 5, yeah. Defend stronghold. You need yours. Not getting it. No retreat. No surrender. You can't fail that one because you just fly your boat here. You're good. So you get 10 points. Blood and guts. You're not going to get.
What is it?
Keep a blood and guts tally. Add 1. So you need a blood. You need to get 3.
Oh, I'll spend a CP to bin that off. What's this? Bring it down.
Yeah. So you need to take this down, innit? When the secondary mission is first generated, your opponent must identify the model from their army on the battlefield that has the highest wounds characteristic. If 2 or more models are tied, your opponent selects one of these models. This secondary mission is achieved when you...
I'm going to spend a CP to bin that one. Because I can't kill
What is
that.
So it's must identify the model from your army on the battlefield that has the highest wounds characteristic.
Your highest models, isn't it?
Start your battle round though, right?
Hang on.
Yeah. So Jazar.
So it's the dreadnought actually, yeah. So you're
Oh,
fucked.
okay.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you
fucked.
can't get. Oh, okay. So it's the dress.
you
So I
can't bin
bin
that
that
one.
one off, and then I get another one
Oh right, okay.
called Secure No Man's Land.
Okay.
I can do that.
So
Drazar's going to be out of spite.
advance that boat.
So you can't do that though. You need to hold 2 or more objectives.
Didn't you just say that the boat was going to advance?
Secure no man's land needs you to hold 2 or more objectives in no man's land.
Oh,
So you'd have to leave that one and kill these 2.
Oh, yeah.
So Draz would have to come here. The boat advances over here, right? Roll a
Yeah.
nice big advance.
Done.
That probably isn't
That's
enough.
8.
He's there.
He's there.
He's not going far
Based on what chat are saying, it's there.
So he's not making it.
Drazar's going to advance. Oh, he's going a number.
What does he normally move?
He moves 7 plus 5 equals something.
Cool.
And then he charges into those 2. He charges in.
Cool.
Gets 10 attacks.
Things are happening, chat. Things are happening.
Twos. So 3, 6, 7 invulnerable saves on those guys. They are
3
dead.
failed. 3 damage each. You kill them.
Yeah.
Which means at the end of the turn, Joe will get 5 for no retreat, no surrender, because he didn't fall back. He didn't fail a morale test. And
probably
he
should
didn't
have just stayed on that.
start in range of an objective marker and not end in range of an objective marker.
point.
That's a good shout. He'll not get defense his stronghold, and he won't get no man's land because he only holds 1 objective in no man's land. But he will then get a further 10 points for holding 2 objectives because these 2 custodians are dead. And I have no idea what the score is right now, Joe. Brom's clicking away before we see the big reveal.
To be honest, there is only 3 models on your army and 2 in my army.
Good one.
Okay.
It's a bloodbath. So I love these cards, by the way.
They are beautiful.
The scores on the doors, chat.
We're gonna have a bit of a drum roll. Drum roll. I've got me own then. I've got me own. Okay, no worries.
Hang on.
Liam scores 103, and Joe gets 100. No, you don't, mate. Sorry. Chat super chatted in,
Joe gets an extra 50 points.
and they said, because I'll put it back to what it actually was. Dave B said, Brom sneaks some points on for Mighty Joe. The real scores on the doors were 103 to 79.
It was going
You
well.
did actually you got like a lot in the last turn.
Yeah, it kind of fell apart very quickly.
Do you know what made it fall apart?
What?
Do you not swung it in my favour?
What's that?
Teleporting that captain over there.
If I put Drukhari, because I thought if I go over to the captain and I can just murder him, and obviously I failed that charge. I should have gone. Say I'm onto that back objective, and then died. But I thought I need to take him out of the game, so he stops him from flirting around.
But if it wasn't for that captain teleporting, Draz probably would have clapped him at some point. That was a swing on that objective. It meant that you didn't take the objective off me because those incubi would have cleaned out those 3 guards. You then drop my action, stops me from scoring points. You then hold it, you score more points.
Yeah.
Big old swing there.
Well, I would have got, if I'd got that one, I would have got an extra 10 points.
And you stop him getting many points because he gets 2 points every turn for holding it.
But it's a good game. I really enjoyed it. I prefer the
2 points might not have counted because at some point in the phase he held that objective, didn't he? So you might not.
No, because they weren't obsec.
No, but I didn't think you were in range.
Yeah, I was.
Are you always in range? Were you?
Yep.
You had someone in range.
Yep.
Okay.
So
we have had a super chat just before you.
Yeah.
No, I've seen that one. I was like, you can fuck him off.
Okay.
If it's the one right at the end, just fuck him off.
I tried.
Ginger Steve.
Ginger's not so Steve.
Go on, read it out then, bro.
Go on then.
Give him the time of day. Go on.
So
I've run out of biscuits.
here we go. Come and get those. So from the last few weeks, we have learned that Liam can win with Quins and Custodes. Just wondering how many weeks we have to wait to watch him.
He's such a meta
win
chaser.
with some skill. Team Mighty Joe Young has moral victory.
It's only because he loves you the most.
Because I have a brain made of jam.
I didn't know you could also speak German. What did you just say?
I don't have. I have a brain made of jam and a terrible short-term memory.
I'm joking. Ginger Steve's amazing.
They did ask. It's a chat. John Burkett's just popped up in chat. To say, wouldn't the points be capped at 90? I actually don't know in this game. It almost doesn't matter because but it's not match play. Therefore, there's not a limit as far as that's concerned. Maybe there is. As part of Liam's review, he'll probably tell you.
Okay. That's interesting. Each player can score a maximum of 45 victory points from primary missions and a maximum of 45 victory points from secondary missions for a total of 90 possible victory points. It's not wrong. If every model of a player's army is painted to battle ready standard, you get 10 points of painted. So I did 12 every single turn for primary.
Yeah.
Right, which would have got me 48 points. So I got 45. Because 4 turns of 12 is 48, right? So I got 45. And I got, we saw how I got 103 points in total. Yeah. So I would have definitely got 45 from secondary. Because that meant if I got 48 primary, that meant I got 55 in secondary. And then I got 10 for painted, so I'm at 100.
So
but you didn't paint the army.
Adding the painted score on for Joe.
So 11 points in it, Joe, in the end. It's a much closer game.
Good shout, John. Good shout. That's good shout. Yeah, as we said, I hadn't even seen the booklet.
Read all the rules, apparently.
Read all the rules. But is it not more of a fun game if you ignore that 90 malarkey and 45 and 45 competitive?
I mean, either way, the result didn't change,
No.
to be fair, but it does make the deficit look significantly less. Yeah. I didn't realise they'd done that. That's an interesting catch.
It makes it even better.
I love this version of the rules.
So doing.
How did you find it compared to normal match play? How did you find this, knowing that you could draw any random secondaries?
My biggest gripe with competitive 40k is that you can do a 3-game tournament or a 8-game tournament, and you go with your list, and every single game is exactly the same. It doesn't matter who your opponents are, because your army has been designed in a specific way to do specific secondaries. You're just going through the motions every single game. That's what the one thing that really put me off. I stopped playing Drukhari because every game was the same. Yeah. I picked the same 3 secondaries. I'd move forward, hold objectives, go forward, wrap my opponent, kill them, score all my stuff. Whereas this now, every game is going to be different.
Yeah,
because you constantly have to adapt your play style and your game, and to go to the objectives.
You have to change sometimes you have to change mid game.
You might have, like you got really lucky with your first ones, hold objectives in the middle of the table, turn 1.
Yep.
And then the next ones would be hold objectives in your opponent's deployment zone. But my opponent is running a Custodes wall of death, so I can't get into my opponent's deployment zone. Or you might get lucky and have hold objectives in deployment in no man's land and then go backwards. But for some armies, they don't want to go backwards.
They had it in the Maelstrom missions before, didn't they? Where like it was kill the war, like slay the warlord was the mission.
Yeah.
And if you got lucky that you'd already killed him,
You got the
still,
points.
you still get the point.
Yeah.
And so it was a bit like as a draw, but that is the deck, isn't it? That's the swinginess of it. That
Yeah.
keeps you on your toes. Stops you overcommitting on one wing too much. You can't do the whole slide round to the left, slide round to the right. You got to be everywhere.
I would like to play more Drukhari. I have missed it because, like with my Chaos army, it's very one-dimensional at the moment.
Well, now you're back from your COVID break, right? now you're back from your COVID break.
Mental break.
Yeah, now you're back from your COVID break. You are more than welcome to come and use the Drukhari army
Well, I
on the
might.
stream.
There are some things I would like to get some extra units for it.
You're more than welcome to, as long as you can paint it to the same style.
Yeah.
And standard.
What you need to do is you just need to buy my old army off of my mate because it's painted the same, and we just add
What's that going to cost me?
money. But money.
dollar.
Yeah. Because my favourite version of Drukhari is Witch Cult. I just love to run an entire
Yeah.
Cult of Strife Witch Cult. What's doing?
We've had another super chat from Easton.
Jestin.
Good stream, guys. Gents, as he calls us. Really like the content compared to the usual 9th grind. Keep it up. I think it's because we're trying different things. We're always like.
So we
thank you very
made
much,
a
mate.
conscious choice on the channel, and I remember chatting to you and Eddie about it, and Joe was still having his COVID break. So, but I remember chatting to Brom and Eddie about it, and we also had a chat with Winters about it as well, about the channel and what we were going to do with this channel, because I was not bored of the 40k, but I was the same as you, yes, and I was completely sick of the 9th grind. And the same as what you were saying, right? It felt very much that match play was just going through the motions. I then found myself, I was specifically building lists to make sure that I could retrieve Octarius data, I could engage in all fronts or stranglehold, and so we had a match play scoreboard that we built. It took us ages to build the scoreboard, and we haven't used it all year. And the reason why is because I got bored of playing it. And if I'm bored of playing it, and to be clear, I've said this before, for competitive tournaments, I think it's the best edition, and I think it's the right way to play at competitive tournaments. However, if I get bored of playing it, I can almost fucking bet my bottom dollar that the audience are bored of watching it. And it's not engaging, it's not fun, and you can't tell a story. As a content creator, well, here's the other thing, right? As a content creator, how am I able to narrate certain parts of match play now and the boring shit that happens? It's really hard. With Maelstrom, what we used to love in 8th edition was the cards told the story for you in terms of what the sort of overriding mission was for your army and your force. You just had to spin the narrative. And the dice then told the story of what happened on the tabletop.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about this deck is that, yes, it's random, you draw it at random, but if you go like, cool, I want to do a Planet Strike game, so I'm going to build a base in the middle of the table, so I'm going to find a mission in that deck and a deployment that matches what I want to do. Yeah. And then you
random
can,
secondary
and then
still.
it's all random secondary still.
Yeah.
So
Do you have to stay in? Do you have to come out?
So it tells you should randomly draw the mission rules.
Yeah.
But we were talking about this before stream. You absolutely can pick your own mission rule, pick your own deployment map if you want to. You can choose to play Dawn of War because you prefer it. You can choose one of the 6, and there's only 6. So it's not like you're massively overwhelmed with choice.
No.
You can pick your main mission rule. You can pick, your main primary objective. You can pick your mission rule if you really wanted to, or you can randomly draw your mission rule.
What I'd like to see from that,
My balls.
yeah, OnlyFans. That's when you start. The
Only things.
yeah, it's OnlyFans. So I like with that deck. I want it to be out for 3 months, maybe 6 months. No, for 6 months, 3 to 4 months, and then
Make it your mind.
3 to 4 months, and then in White Dwarf, I want them to go. Here's a cardboard pullout of 6 new missions,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
and then a couple months later, here's new deployment zones.
I wouldn't mind, controversially, some people might scream at me for this one, but I'm going to say it anyway. I actually wouldn't mind, genuinely, if every 6 months, like seasons, they just re-release the whole deck again. Because if it's like 10 quid, I don't know how much it's up for pre-order. I don't know, because we were very lucky that Games Workshop sent this to us. Yeah, but if it's, say, 10 quid, would I pay 10 quid every 6 months for a deck like this, for a fresh way to play every 6 months? Absolutely, I would.
So what you can do, talk about Magic the Gathering.
Toss a midget. You can do that.
So in Magic the Gathering,
bringing Vince into this.
No, so in Magic the Gathering, you have got standard play, like standard construct decks, and then you've got expanded play. Okay. So you've got the standard block of that season of the cards you're allowed to have. So in 6 months' time, that gets replaced with a new deck, right? Okay. But you've got expanded, which you can play at home or in tournaments, where you have both decks together. Ooh. And then another 6 months, they release a third deck. You play with that one in standard format tournaments, or you can have open play where you have access to all the cards from 3 decks.
Sounds like some crazy geekery, this.
But I think, because then you get a lot of usage out of the cards that you've already bought.
Yeah.
And if you come into the game,
but here's the
late,
thing, right? If in 6 months' time they release a new deck of these with secondaries and primaries, it's a new way of playing. Because this isn't the tournament version, it doesn't make this null and void.
Yeah.
This is just so this is Tempest of War.
Yeah.
The next one is something else of war or a different sex or whatever. Because this isn't for competitive play, this is no longer defunct. This is still available. Yeah. And when you can get to a point where you've got 3 decks, you go, okay, we've got Tempest of War, we've got Maelstrom of War, we've got Indomitus War. Which deck are we picking? Just pick that deck.
Or you go, I want the mission from that one, the deployment from that
and you
one,
can
and the
do that. Of
secondaries
course you
from
can.
that
Yeah,
one.
absolutely. I love it.
The Cornet Eddie said they're up for £19.
90. I still don't think that's horrendous.
It's not terrible when you can get a lot out of it. It's basically a codex.
If it's £19 from GW, you can take about £3 to £4 off for an independent retailer. So you're talking £15.
Actually, it's 15 quid from a third-party retailer, for instance, or 20 quid from GW, but it's still a deck for 2 people.
Exactly, right?
So you can just go in together, tenner each, or £7.50 each.
Or a club just gets... Yeah.
Or if you're a club,
buy 2, 3 decks between 8 of you.
Brofisticus, which is the greatest name I've ever seen. Tournament play makes me want to vomit, tired of seeing the same list. Yeah, I agree, which is why I think, and that's the other thing with this one, because of the way the secondaries are, you're going to have to take. I'm just touched you there because it was an excuse. You're going to have to take. You're going to have to tailor your list in a different way. So I think it encourages more rounded list building.
Yeah.
Because do you care? The other thing, you can do actions. We haven't seen one yet, so I don't think it exists. It goes, you must roll a dice, and if you've got the troops keyword and blah blah blah. So people are going, okay, I'm taking a unit of 5 troops and I'm taking a unit of. I'm going to take 6 flayed ones because I know I can do retrieve Nuckman data. Fuck off with that nonsense.
The against that comment, that's exactly. We don't go to tournaments for that play. We go to play people and have fun with people because actually they're quite nice people. I said people a lot, but
so
that's why I go.
I do love tournaments and events, and I predominantly love it for the socialising, and I like that. I like the concept of playing 5 people I wouldn't normally play. Yeah. It's why I was so glad to go all the way to Gibraltar, play Jake, Boxy, Quipster, and fucking Mikey from Hellstorm. I'm glad I flew all that way to play those 4 people because clearly I wouldn't normally play them, right? So I like the idea of going to tournaments to play 5 random people that I wouldn't normally play. I don't think, all joking aside, I know Ginger Steve's taking a piss me using Harlequins and Custodes. I don't think I'm ever going to be a good enough player to go and win a GT or a major. I'm just not wired that way, and I'm also not prepared to be the person at tabletop that goes, "You've forgotten to do that, but it's tough." I'm always going to let people go, "Just do it now. It's fine, mate." It's not
times when you're at a tournament when you're playing, and something happens, your opponent's like, "You can't do that," and you're like, "I'm pretty sure I can," and you get into that weird, awkward argument. And I'm always at people who's like, "I don't care enough to argue this point with you.
You know,
so
exactly.
Just have it.
Just do it."
Yeah.
So that's why we're although we don't massively love the style of play, the repetitiveness of that play, this being similar but random and keeps you on your toes, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's
if you get this at a tournament,
it's that really clutch moments. Like, I really need 5 points. Don't give me a junk secondary on
the
this.
Tempest of War GT.
Yeah. I used to go to a lot of 40k events at Warhammer World, and the best ones I ever went to were the cards.
So we were talking about this before stream. I've got an idea, chat. I'd love to know what you think. Leave comments below when the video's set. Make sure you like the video clearly. But what I've said to Joe is it would be really cool if we could put together an event, maybe it's at Factorum, I don't know, where we use the Tempest of War deck.
Yeah.
To make a tournament. So I will pre-select 5 missions with 5 deployment maps and 5 mission rules, but otherwise everyone brings a secondary deck with them, so you have to buy a Tempest of War deck to come, but you would have to buy a Grand Tournament 2022 anyway, so you bring that deck with you, and we're going to play an event like a GT, and we're just going to use this deck instead. I reckon it'd be so much more fun.
Yeah. The missions, the deployment zones and whatnot
will not be in the event pack.
Yeah, they'll be in your player pack when you arrive on the day, so you cannot list tailor.
Yes.
Yeah, and it'll be narrative boards like this. You might get this one, or you might just get trees. Nothing but trees.
Be cool.
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool.
Bowling ball.
Yeah.
Towel line up on one side.
Yeah. One giant wall directly across the middle
with a tiny gap.
Yeah.
No, it's not Adepticon.
Yeah.
Anyway, Planet Bowling Ball Adepticon. Adepticon was like this scenery, but without all the scenery. So, right.
No, it wasn't. There's no walls.
If you've
Roads were there.
enjoyed the video, if you've loved the stream, please don't forget to give it a like. Make sure you tell people. These numbers are starting to get good on stream. We had over 200 people tonight watching this live. Our tiny little humble studio in my little garage. So I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much, people, for joining us. Please don't forget to share the stream with your friends. Tell people to come and hang out with us because we're going to keep doing this every evening. We're going to keep enjoying. When the summer hits and we've all got beers open, it'll be amazing, right? It'll be great.
Can I sleep here then?
There is a spare bed upstairs.
I won't be able to drive
So
there.
I'll have my bike. I'll be riding home.
I'll have to convince the missus, so... But
She's already said I can stay.
Has she?
Yeah.
Well, there you go then. So you're in.
Yeah.
You're in. Probably in her bed as well at this rate. So please make sure you share this. Let's get more people here. Let's get everybody loving Wargaming Wednesdays because I think it's a cool place to hang out. Next week, hopefully it'll be at least the three of us again, and fingers crossed Eddie will be with us. So it'll be even more love and fun.
What armies do we want to run?
The judge can be in the court. I don't know. What do you want? Do you want to play Drukhari again? Do you want to play that? This could be interesting. Do you want to play your Drukhari, this Drukhari, against Eddie's Necrons? Maybe. Eddie would hate it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a fun list. Or play.
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest with you.
The
chat.
rejects, mate.
I'm going to be straight up right now. We can do Clash of the Rejects.
Yes.
Clash of the Orphans.
Yeah.
I'll mark it as that as well. And here, I'll be honest with you, chat. This is genuinely almost a promise. Almost a promise. Is that I am going to be playing Tempest of War at every opportunity. So you can pretty much guarantee that from now on we'll be playing Tempest of War on stream, unless there's something special going on, or unless we've got some special guests coming.
Yeah,
maybe we might have some special guests coming. Maybe in the first week of May for Wargaming Wednesdays.
Woohoo!
These two don't even know that yet. So
What was that?
I'll tell you a bit. I can't tell. It's not later.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's the way we're going to be playing on the streams because it's fun.
I'm already coming though.
It's fun, it's engaging, it's interesting, it's different, it's enjoyable. I love it. And we are half an hour over, so we're going to wrap it up. Like I said to you before, right? The terrain is from the amazing GameMat.eu. Massive, massive shout out to GameMat.eu. Please think about using them for all your pre-printed resin terrain and your battle mats because the guys are incredible and they said there's loads of stuff to show off for you people, so it's amazing. These roads are made by Brutal Worlds on Instagram. Please give him a shout out. Go and find him on Insta and say hello. I did talk about who the Drukhari was painted by, and Ginger Steve sent me a link, which I need to quickly find because I've completely forgotten what he's called.
Something or other.
And then, what do you mean, Ulf?
I've just farted.
Oh, nice.
Smells like
Thank
Brussels
you for
sprouts.
that. I'm glad you told us that live on the stream, you absolute legend. Mac Paints Minis or something, isn't that? Mac Paints Minis, that's the one. Don't choke yourself. Mac Paints Minis. Check out Mac Paints Minis on Instagram. Go like his stuff. Go like his page because this Drukhari army is stunning.
Highlander.
And I'm super, super glad Ginger Steve picked it up for us because it's beautiful and I want to learn to use it because they've got a million tricks, right?
All the rules, make 'em
army
up.
is so good. It's all the tricks, all the stuff.
Tomorrow
Crazy.
I will decide what the fuck I'm doing on Friday, whether I'm actually going to do a beer and banter live from here or whether I'm just going to chin off the stream and drive up to Warminster to hang out with the regulars that will be in a pub local to Factorum. It might be that I do the latter and we just chin the stream once, although I don't like doing that because it costs me a fortune to chin the stream off, believe it or not, because this chat is amazing. Anywho, I think that's everything. Brothers, anything you want to add?
No, I'm all good.
Joe, anything you want to say from your triumphant, not so triumphant return?
I
always
loved being here,
I
and
love
I'm
having
glad
you.
that you got me on so you could beat me. You know?
Yeah, I'm glad that I beat Drukhari as
Typical
well.
YouTuber. Only bring people on that you
I have
can
to
I
say
took-
that it was glad that I didn't get to be that person.
I took a difficult army. I took less models on purpose.
And it's still late. What?
Yeah.
I reckon if I'd had a functioning brain, it would have been right.
Check out all the links below. Don't forget the link for deploymentzone.tv, 7-day free trial. Hit the link for Element Games. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.